Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Show.
To the Untitled Bourbon Show.
The Untitled Bourbon. It'll get a title at some point.
All right, folks, welcome. It's finally here. The long, grueling slog to 5,000 subscribers is over. Thank you guys so much for being here. We have already got a bunch of people in the chat. I am so far behind on the chat because you guys have been talking it up in here, but I'm going to try to get through, say hi to folks that are here. Right off the bat, for some reason, every single time I go live, StreamYard starts telling me that my connection is unstable. I've got the monitor right here so I can see the live stream, but if it starts getting choppy or if the audio goes bad or if there's any issues, let me know in the comments. We've got non-bike riding Dave Vogel saying in the house. Let's see, who else do we have here? Jeremiah KC1LDA. Jeremiah, are you the new the Jeremiah from the Patreon? Peter White is here. Dave Renstrom, thank you for the congratulations, you guys. Yes, hit the like button, por favor. Said that in Spanish. Bad Axe Bourbon is in the house. What's up, Bobby? We've got, who else do we have in here? Jim Turner, welcome from Buffalo, New York. California Scotty or Canadian Scotty? I can't remember. I know we talked about this at some point. Thank you for the congratulations, all of you guys. Edward Perez, Gandhi Road, Torab Hodel, crushing it with the Bitcoin tonight, no doubt. I don't know if I have a way to enter the raffle tonight for Bitcoin, but we will be raffling off a couple of bottles. Hand deliveries. Brian Vaughn, bike riding Brian Vaughn is in the house. Darren Crafton is here. Let's see. Who else do we got? I'm just scrolling through all these. Sugar Kitty is in the house. You got the full intro tonight, Sugar Kitty. I'm just feeling energetic, so we had to go with the full musical intro for Sugar Kitty. Eric Ellis, what's happening? Let's see. Who else do we have here? All right. I got to... Apparently going live on Friday nights is the way to do it, or raffling off bottles. I'm not sure. Show me the proof. What's happening? It's trying to tell you you are unstable, not the stream. You might be right about that, Sugar Kitty. Scott W. from Florida, thank you very much. Wolfie is here. What's happening? Edward Perez, I think I mentioned that one. Almost to the end here of the new... Sugar Kitty is sighing because I played the music. Pantera version of Cat Scratch Fever. That's right. All right, folks. Thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you for all the messages of congratulations for hitting the 5,000 subscriber mark after years of grinding it out here on YouTube. And thank you guys all, obviously, for being part of that, that 5,000 sub thing. Darren Crafton with the super chat. So I should probably mention, before anybody else sends a super chat, let's see, Heraclitus Elect Bourbon, welcome. Just subbed. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Kaboomerang Finch. This stream is probably going to get demonetized for some of the stuff I'm going to play tonight. So I will try to make sure that I get that super chat, Darren. But let me put this up for anybody who's interested. I will put your name in, Darren, for an extra entry on the wheel here. Let me bring up a... okay, hold on a second. Live raffle. There we go. Control A backspace. That's the one thing I forgot to do is set up a text note so I can add anybody who chooses to enter the raffle. But as I was saying, hold off on the super chats because this might get demonetized. And then a portion of your super chat, if not all of it, might end up going to the estate of George Michael. So let me throw this on the screen here real quick and kind of explain what's going on here tonight with the bottle raffle. Bam. Okay, so because this stream is probably going to get demonetized later on, because I want to be able to play some of the old school stuff that Greg and I did, and some of that has some copyrighted material on it. So if you want to take part in the drawing tonight, it's a raffle for a 1792 Sweet Wheat and a 1792 aged 12 years. So the way I do this, for those of you that might be new, anytime I do a live stream, I do a sample giveaway for my Patreon supporters. And whatever level you join Patreon at, there's a certain level of amount of entries you get into the raffle. And then whoever wants to participate in the raffle, if they're not a Patreon supporter, can throw $5 in via Super Chat tonight via Venmo. So if you do want to participate in that, hit the Venmo, either do the QR code on the screen or the link here, venmo.com/BennyWalker3. So if you want to be in the raffle, no pressure, just happy to have you guys here. But if you want to participate, Friday night is the night for subs. Kilco just hit 1,000. Ben hits 5,000. Nice. Well, I hit 5,000 a little while ago. Bobby is in for that Sweet Wheat. Yeah, you know what? The age 12 year is really, really good, I think. The Sweet Wheat is kind of like, nah, it's kind of a beginner bourbon if I'm being honest, but it's hard to find, and if you've got a 1792 collection, you're looking to complete your vertical, hit the Venmo up. I'll check that periodically, but maybe throw in the chat if you're going to throw something in the Venmo, and then I'll make sure to... Bobby with the Venmo donation. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. So let me get Bobby on here. There will be a time that I'll do all this Venmo stuff. I'll actually go and I'll play like a video and while that's playing, I'll go do some of this stuff. So I won't be flipping back and forth here all night. Non-bike riding Dave Vogelsang. Let's take a look here. Let me just get these initial ones put on here. I appreciate it. Before we get into this, the content tonight, and the content is going to be fun. So I'm going to actually be talking about kind of like what got me into bourbon. And I've never really told this story before, but legitimately, and I'm not exaggerating this, I'm not making this up to be funny, me getting into whiskey and what eventually turned into all of this and the channel, what got me to start drinking whiskey, is one of my closest friends getting hit in the nuts on a Tinder date. And I swear to God, that's an actual story. I will tell it soon here. So let me... Okay. All right, let me just add these two here real quick. And then... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add all these at once, because then that lowers the likelihood that I'm going to forget that. But I do see Dave Renstrom, Darren Kraft, and non-bike riding Dave Vogelsang, Bad Axe Bobby. Thank you guys so much. 12-year for sure. If I win the Sweet Wheat, I'll trade it for a bottle of Pendleton Midnight. Good Lord, Bobby. Because manscaping wasn't enough. Venmo sent. Thank you. Sweet Wheat and the cognac finish are the two I'm missing. Well, if you are the Jeremiah, that's the... I don't want to put your last name on blast in case you don't want it out there, but that's in the Patreon. Your name is automatically entered at the tier that you are on there. So Jim Turner with a Venmo. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get into it. First and foremost, let me know in the chat, what are you guys sipping on? I'm kind of starting off a little bit light here. I have the Elijah Craig Ryder Cup from this year. That's the one that's finished with toasted Uh-oh, did I just drop out for a second? Okay, I think I'm back. If I'm frozen, hopefully that goes away soon. Okay. I'm going to actually be opening up a bottle that I've had on my shelf for years. Everybody's got that one bottle that they've never opened up. This one is it for me. Now, I should say I did own two of these bottles, and I crushed one of them. So I have had the juice in this, and that's why I haven't opened it. And that's why I've been saving it. But this is one of the old school Knob Creek single barrels. It's a 15-year, or 14 in a handful of months. So this one, I actually bought two of them, and I got the Coburns. I'm sorry, this looks like it keeps, my internet is messing with me here tonight. Of course. Why wouldn't that happen on the night when I'm doing my big live stream here? So, sorry about that. If that keeps happening, I'll take a break here, and I'll run upstairs and I'll run a cord directly from the router down here, so I'm not using the Wi-Fi. So we'll keep an eye on it. Anyway, what I was saying, I went out to a Coburn's. It's like a grocery store that's got a liquor store attached to it. And they had all the regular 9-year single barrels, and then they had one of these. And this is barreled in 2004, and then bottled in 2019. So it's just a few months short of 15 years. And I went up and I got a price check on it, and they told me $39.99. So I was like, all right, I'll take that. And then I went back there a few weeks later, and I looked, and there was, because this was the only one that was there that night, they had a whole rack of them, and I just picked through every single one of them, and I got to the very end, and there was another one of these. Again, it's a 15-year Knob Creek single barrel. They don't make these anymore. It's got the old school wax, from Knob Creek, so that'll be fun to open tonight. But I've had this sitting on the shelf, and I've been waiting for, maybe a special occasion, but every time a special occasion has come by, I've just forgotten to open it. And then so I said, well, since I keep forgetting to open this on special occasions, I'm going to wait until my 5,000 subscriber live stream, and here we are tonight. So this is going to get opened later on. I'm very, very much looking forward to that, because it's one of my favorite bourbons I've ever had, but I haven't had it for a couple of years, so we'll see if it holds up. So anyway, cheers, everybody. So I'm trying to figure out like what's the best way to go about doing this, because I figure I want to talk a little bit about how the channel started, kind of how it progressed, and then eventually we'll go Tarantino style. I'll tell you a little bit of the story, and then we'll go back to the beginning, and I'll tell you the story of how my friend getting hit in the nuts on a Tinder date got me into bourbon. Excuse me. So basically, for those of you that don't really kind of know how this started, because there's, Greg left the channel just, a year and a half ago maybe, or a year and some change. And so everybody who's subscribed since then, I'm sure they've maybe seen some of the old videos, but anytime there's new subscribers, like when I subscribe to a new channel, I don't always go back a year into their videos to kind of find out, what they're all about. Ralph Gibson, thank you. Are we to expect a cameo? I don't think so. I did send a text out, but I forgot to send it out yesterday, so I sent it out kind of late today. I haven't heard back, so he is probably busy, I'm sure. Anyway, so I agree, a Greg cameo would be amazing. I would agree with that wholeheartedly. And you know what? I should probably start this whole stream out and kind of getting into how this all started with a thank you to all of you guys that have actually subscribed and become part of this 5,000. And some of the old school folks that have been here, for the whole time, you guys that always show up in the live streams, that always show up in the comments section, that watch the videos, I appreciate that so much. I see you guys. I appreciate you guys. So thank all of you. But obviously, the person I really want to thank is Greg. We started this channel together in March of 2021. I think March 25th of 2021 was the first video that went live. And he was with the channel up until last year, and then he just moved on. He's kind of gotten what he wanted out of the channel. He moved on to some different hobbies and some stuff like that. So Buffalo bourbon enthusiast Brian in the house. But so a lot of people that have subscribed since then probably don't really know about that part of the channel. So if you want to go back, when it wasn't me just, sitting up here yapping by myself, you can go check those videos out. But yeah, a huge thank you to Greg, because you'll see tonight I did record a couple of videos by myself, and I've got a whole curated selection of videos and clips and skits that we did that I want to play for you guys tonight. Some of that is to take up a little time so I can go check the Venmo and do some housekeeping, but it's just to kind of showcase the channel from beginning until now, and that's what that intro was at the beginning with all the clips. I had a great time making that, just looking at all these old clips of everything we've done. But I think that I wanted to start this channel. Jim Turner, what's happening? And I filmed a couple of test videos by myself, and I don't know if I would have actually gotten around to actually posting them if Greg and I hadn't done this together. I think I would have had much more trepidation about starting a channel and kind of putting myself out there if I was by myself. If you're going to fail at something, you might as well fail at it with one of your friends, right? So, and when we first started the channel, it was, it's weird. Anybody, who has a channel, now in this kind of ecosystem that this channel exists in, with a lot of friends on YouTube and some established viewers, it's very different than when you first put videos out there and you're just kind of screaming into the void to nobody because you don't have an audience. And so, the way we kind of do things now is we all promote each other's stuff, and we try to, a friend starts a channel and we try to, promote their channel and stuff. And, at first we didn't really have that because we just hadn't made any connections with anybody. And so it was, like I said, it was very much like us kind of screaming into the void. I remember, we first started the channel and a week or two into it, we had 12 subscribers, and it just, nothing was happening. We had 12 subscribers for 3 days, and I was like, okay, well, this obviously isn't going to work. And, if I had been by myself, I don't know if I would have stuck around too long through just me screaming into the void by myself. It was just different when I had, Greg to have the conversation with. So I honestly am not sure if I would have really stuck with it if it hadn't been for having Greg here. And then, out of that 12, it was mostly family and friends that we just told about, like, hey, it's kind of like, when you, like the dude puts the hat out and starts playing guitar, he throws a couple bucks in there of his own just to show people, like, hey, other people are doing it, you should do it too. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. And then I don't see him in the chat tonight, but on the off chance that he sees this, David Williams, big thank you to David Williams. He is our most old school, long-standing viewer and participant of this channel. He is also our longest standing and highest tier contributor on Patreon. And he has been there, like he was the first person I think to ever comment on our channel. And I want to say that at least it was the first comment that I saw, because back then Greg kind of ran the comments on the studio side of it. And I can actually tell you, the reason I remember this is because I was actually in the parking lot in Monticello, Minnesota at like Marshall's, I think. Yeah, it was Marshall's. And I was looking at our channel, seeing if anybody was paying attention. And yeah, it was, he commented on a video, and I was just like, oh, we've got somebody commenting. How interesting. Again, that was the first one that I remember seeing, and I just remember like, oh, I'm actually, somebody's watching this. And then we put the Patreon link in the description on the channel, and David subscribed to it, and we didn't have anything prepared for it. We just put the link up because we're like, there's no way anybody's going to subscribe to this. And so Greg's like, he sends me a text. He's like, so we've got a Patreon supporter. What are we supposed to do? And I was like, oh God, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, big thanks to David Williams, because he has just been such an old school supporter of this channel. So cheers to you, David. Let me catch up on some chat here. Let's see. Am I missing some people? There's a lot of chats coming in tonight, so I may miss some of these. Chip Idlet, is that right? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. WV Bourbon Guy in the house. Thank you guys for the congratulations messages. BTM Reviews Bourbon Channel. This is another thing. If you have a channel, please feel free to promote it in the chat. Drop the name of your channel. We've got some mods in here that can probably drop links, because that's another thing I do remember. I was actually just thinking about this earlier today. When we first started the channel, we had, probably less than 100 subscribers. Like sometimes I'd be in chats in other Whiskey Tube channels because I like to watch them. And they were channels that, not the huge channels, but other channels that were maybe like 1,000 subscribers at the time or whatever. And sometimes I would put in there like, hey, I've got this new channel, any advice, or, hey, any camera you recommend or anything like that. And a lot of times they would answer, and I would never put the name of the channel. I was always commenting under my personal YouTube because I didn't want to, I didn't know how people felt about that or whatever. And so I never promoted the channel in the chat, but it was never offered either. Like from other channels that weren't very big themselves, they were never like, hey, what's the name of your channel or whatever. So I always said if I ever got to a point of having, any decent amount of subscribers, that I would always be wanting to do that. So love the community, more channels to subscribe to. Buck's brother in the house. Montgomery Wards. No, it was actually Marshall. So yeah, if there's some mods that can throw some links in, I'm assuming you're a review channel because it says it in your name. So, but yeah, we've got like Mash and Metals in here. We've got Bad Axe Bourbon. We've got Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiasts. So yeah, go subscribe to all these channels. Anyway, getting back to the getting into it as far as the channel goes. Greg and I live across the street from each other. And when I got into bourbon, I didn't know that bourbon hunting and bourbon, I didn't know allocated bottles were a thing. I'm just the type of person, when I get into something and I enjoy it, I tend to really go down a rabbit hole. And it turns out my neighborhood is full of bourbon enthusiasts. And this was back in 2019, going into 2020. And, it was a different landscape then. There wasn't, obviously as many channels out there, and there wasn't, the bourbon hunting thing was a thing, but it wasn't quite the fever pitch that it reached in kind of like the early 2020s. Dominic Campos is in the house. Hello. So I just kind of got into it, and then I had met Greg before, but we really didn't know each other all that well. And then I can't remember, we were over in the driveway at another neighbor's house. We were all hanging out, having a whiskey, and he said, well, yeah, come on over to the house. I've got some bottles. And I went over there, and that's when Greg's collection was like maybe 15, 20 bottles, but they were substantial bottles. Like he had an old Rip Van Winkle, and he had, I can't remember what else, but he had some bottles that by that point I had kind of learned kind of what some of the rare ones. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, this guy's a bourbon guy. And at this point, I think I had already started kicking around the idea of doing a channel. I talked to a couple other friends that were kind of into bourbon about starting a channel. And then I was kicking around the idea of doing I had just finished my basement. I built this bar. And then in the other room, I built a home theater. So I was thinking, well, maybe I could do like a movie review and bourbon review channel. That's actually what my original idea was, is I was going to do use the home theater, watch a bunch of movies, and then come online on YouTube and talk about them. And then maybe figure out a way to pair that up with, I'm watching this movie and drinking this bourbon. I was trying to figure out something, slightly original to do. And, I ended up just doing the same thing everybody else does. I didn't do the movie review thing, but I'm thinking about bringing it to fruition here. Every time Halloween comes around, I want to watch a bunch of horror movies and I want to get online and talk about them. So maybe I'll do that. But anyway, eventually I was just kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to do this by myself. And Greg had mentioned one of the days kind of in passing that he watched It's Bourbon Night and that he was into some channels. And so I just sent him a text. I was like, hey, man, scale of 1 to 10, how interested in starting a bourbon channel are you? And he texted back purple, because that's just how Greg is. That's, he's always going to make some sort of joke or whatever. And so I was like, all right, let's do this. And so we ended up doing, and I'm going to play you guys a video here that kind of shows this. We ended up doing tons of camera tests. He came over multiple Saturdays in a row. We did camera tests. We did audio tests. This where I film, if you guys have never seen any of the behind the scenes footage or stuff, there's some stuff on Patreon, but then there's I've put a couple of things up on actual public YouTube. But this actually is kind of just like a big empty, no carpet room. It's a home bar. It's not like a studio set up in a room. It's a legit home bar. And so the audio was the thing, because if we didn't have a lav mic or a mic like this, there was tons of room, ambiance and reverb. And then we tried GoPros, and we tried little whatever other action cameras, and we tried, Greg's wife Leah is into photography, and we tried their big fancy photography cameras, and tried using the phone and all this stuff. And so it was just this long drawn out process of trying to get that going. And it was, when I look back on it now, we had a lot of fun doing it. It was, it's kind of an arduous task, and it was a lot of work. There's a ladybug in here. But it was a lot of fun. So let's play that clip real quick. There is some music on this, so I don't know if this is gonna, hopefully Patreon doesn't kill this live stream. If the live stream gets killed for any reason, copyright-wise, I will immediately start another one. So just hang tight and look for the link. But let's bring up this video, since I'm telling you guys kind of about the early days of the channel. Let's see. Camera tests. Okay. For those of you that were here at the very beginning, you saw a clip of this, and what was almost the original logo. It never made it to YouTube, but I'm going to take this off the screen here real quick. And then, so yeah, I'm going to hop off of here and play this for you guys. This is just kind of right at the beginning of trying to film this. I do actually have our first full review, like a little clip of it as well. I think it might be on this video. If not, I think I have a separate one. It's not one that was ever posted publicly, but we filmed dozens of different reviews from different camera angles and stuff. So anyway, check this out. Here's kind of a little montage.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Show.
To the Untitled Bourbon Show.
The Untitled Bourbon. It'll get a title at some point.
Okay, welcome to the Untitled Bourbon Show.
Hello everybody.
Hi, my name is Ben. This is a bottle of whiskey.
I'm Greg, by the way. Welcome to the Untitled Bourbon Show.
I'm Ben. This is, by the way, a safety hazard right here. My name is Ben, and I'm being forced to stare at a bottle of Maker's Mark without drinking it. Send help immediately. We good?
We are good.
Okay, welcome back to the Untitled Bourbon Show.
We've got to get
At some point, Greg, tell us about this bottle. This is going to be a major problem for us, isn't it?
We need to streamline because we've got 3 more cameras that we may not be using.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so. Okay, and we're back. Test number 15.
That's number 15.
We're actually going to drink some of this bourbon today, which is hidden right behind the microphone. So there it is, folks. The early days of trying to do camera tests. I did notice Wolf E, new Patreon subscriber, so you'll be added to the raffle tonight as well. Yeah, if you guys want to subscribe to the Patreon tonight, I'll check for the messages, and if you subscribe, you'll get entered into the drawing at whatever tier you subscribe to. So let's see. So how do I say this? Is it Heraclitus? Select Bourbon. We are a new veteran-owned Kentucky-sourced NDP brand. Oh, awesome. Primarily doing single barrels with Pro 2A YouTube channels, but we'll be branching out soon. Well, that's awesome. If you've got a link to your website, maybe one of the mods could throw it in there. I mean, you could just type it out. I don't know if it'll show up as an actual link unless you're a mod, but yeah, please do throw that information up there. Oh, there we go. There's a YouTube link for it. Heraclitus. Okay, thank you. Ryan Frank, 5 freaking G's. Congratulations, my Buffalo Warrior brother. Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's awesome. I hadn't heard of your brand, but I'm glad you threw that in the chat here. Let's get that out to some people here. And let's see. All right. I'm also... So another reason I'm going to be checking over to my phone here a little bit is, some people are sending in like Venmos and stuff, and that's great. I appreciate that. It's giving me notifications. I probably should have come up with a dedicated Venmo sound, notification sound, because my daughter is also almost, well, she's like 3 weeks away from the due date of my second granddaughter. And so it's kind of at that point. I called her just before I started the live stream, like, you're not going into labor, are you? She's like, no, I don't think so. But, you know, I'm at that point in grandpa duties here. Well, that every time the phone, you know, rings or there's a text message or something, I always want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So let's see here. Okay, I think I'm good. Doesn't look like there's anything going on here. Okay, so let's get to the main story here. I previewed this earlier. How I got into bourbon all started with one of my closest friends getting hit in the nuts on a Tinder date. And that's absolutely a true story. My friend will remain nameless, but not shameless. Do I have I have to compliment my own jokes here. Don't look old enough to be a grandfather. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that because I'm becoming very uncomfortable with the amount of people that just accept that I'm a grandfather of 2. Well, almost 2. Second one any week now. Hopefully not tonight. Anyway, back for the story. Okay. So this was in probably summer of 2019, I would say. Yeah, summer 2019. I had built a garage bar, and that's where we hung out all the time. It's called the Brown Tree. And some of you have seen it on the channel. We've done some videos from there, and I put up some shorts. But a good friend of mine was single at the time, so he was kind of like experimenting with Tinder. That's a world I never experienced. That's came about long after I was no longer single, just probably for the better. Gingers look 30 until they hit 60. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm hoping. So anyway, one night, what got me into whiskey, the first pour I had was a pour of Maker's 46. And we were all sitting out in the Brown Tree one night in the garage, and it was him and my father-in-law was there. And they both enjoyed the occasional, bourbon on the rocks. And I didn't know what bourbon was. I mean, I knew what it was, but I didn't know the difference between like bourbon and scotch. No idea. And so I was just like, the only time I had ever experienced whiskey at all was just in shots. And I'm not good at taking shots. I can't just shoot it back. I have to like chug it basically, which makes it just 10 times worse. Bourbon drop in the house. Thank you, Myron. And so I just didn't have a good relationship with whiskey in that sense. But I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll try and drink this like an adult and see what happens. And so I said, hey, why don't you pour me one of those? I've never just had a sipping whiskey before. And so it was Maker's 46 on the rocks, and I enjoyed it. I was like, man, this is actually kind of, I'm digging this. And, at that point, that was my first, sipping whiskey. And so the ice helped, the water diluting a Maker's 46, helped. Because, when you first start, the lower proof stuff, you want it to be smooth because that's, your goal with all whiskey, it seems. OG Brick 420, what's happening? Larry 3R. And so anyway, I was like, well, I really enjoyed this. But I'm probably good for maybe one a night. And that's probably enough. Then I'll switch back to beer. And then he told me the story of where he got this bottle of bourbon. And so what happened was he had been talking with this girl on Tinder for a little while. They hadn't met up yet. And they were going to meet up. And it was Father's Day weekend. It was the night before Father's Day. And I guess just in like casual passing, JT, what's happening? He had just mentioned something about his kids. I've got my sons for Father's Day, and she had messaged back, said, oh, that's cool. I didn't know you were a dad. And she's like, well, let me bring you a bottle of something, just, a little gesture for Father's Day, and we can have a drink. And he's kind of like, you don't need to do that. They didn't know each other. Never even met. She's like, no, I'd like to bring something over. What do you like to drink? I'm stopping at the liquor store anyway. And he was like, all right, well, I guess I drink bourbon. Bourbon's good. And so she stopped and picked up a bottle of Maker's 46, and it was actually in a gift pack. It was Maker's 46 and 2 rocks glasses. This exact rocks glass is one of them. That's I'm drinking out of this tonight. I'm going back to the old school. And so she brought that to him. I think they maybe had a drink or whatever. They lied with each other in sin. We won't get into the details. And then at the end of the night, like he went to go walk her out to her car, gave her a hug, and then she just hit him in the nuts and then got in her car and left. That was it. And so if that had never happened, if that weird-ass Tinder date had never happened, I probably would have never gotten into whiskey, because even before that, he never really just had a bottle of bourbon around. I drank with him a billion times, and it was just, just because she happened to bring that bottle over. And then, so anyway, there is an addendum onto that story. Like, time went by, and I was like, did you ever talk to her again after that? He's like, no, I just figured she was crazy. And I was like, dude, you have to talk to her. Like, you're not going to just let this go, right? You've got to get some closure on this and figure out why she just randomly hit you in the nuts. Like, let me know in the comments. Like, if that happened to you, you're going to follow up on that, right? Like, I'm not saying you're going to follow up and date this woman again, but like, you're getting at least a text like, hey, that was a little weird last night. Is there a reason you hit me in the nuts before you left? So anyway, after a lot of drinks, I convinced him to text her back. And it turns out from what she said, like she was just trying to go to like, be like, hey, or it was something like that. And it was dark and she hit him in the nuts. It wasn't just like an intentional violent hit in the nuts. So I think he ended up seeing her again. And I think it got even weirder. So it didn't last very long. But yeah, anyway, so that's the love tap or a full-blown punch. I think it was kind of somewhere in between because I asked him, I think she was kind of going for like, hey, cool, nice to whatever, like maybe on the stomach or on the side or something like that. And she just, hit him in the nuts. I don't know. Would you guys have followed up? Let me know. Venmo donations get in the giveaway. Yes, they do. Yes, they do indeed. Buck's brother, you're already in the giveaway a couple of times for the unbelievable sample pack and bottle donation that you made. So if you want to throw more in there, I'm not going to say no. But so anyway, so that's how I got into bourbon. My friend getting hit in the nuts turned into all of this and all of this. And I think that is just really kind of a funny thing. Like I think of, the best part about having this channel and doing this is, I'm looking and I'm seeing so many names that I recognize now, even if I've never actually spoken to you outside of just the chats and live streams, but I'm looking at, Myron's here, Brian's here, Bobby's here, all these people that I'm legitimately friends with now and texting with all the time and doing other channel stuff with. If he had never gotten hit in the nuts on a Tinder date, I wouldn't know any of these people. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. So anyway, so that's kind of how this whole thing started. Hatfield Barbecue, happy to see you. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I saw Hanging AZ is in here with the BAM. Thank you. Let's see. Oh no, that was just an accident coming to my place, and I'll show you what not. Accident with a sledgehammer. That's what she sounds like. Yeah, I don't think he ever went to her place. So, let me. I've been rambling so much here. I've got a couple other clips to play. Let me take a look and see which ones I've got here because I do have some options. And again, I just wanted to play some video clips of kind of like some fun stuff. And again, that'll kind of give me a time to be able to check up on the Venmo and stuff like that. So here is, since we're talking about like going old school, I just played the clip. I know there's some new people in the chat here that didn't see that, but I played the clip of Greg and myself doing like our camera tests. Here's a clip. This is the first review I ever did. And this is a solo. But yeah, this is the first ever me talking about whiskey. Check this out. I hope you enjoy it.
It's pretty good.
So there you have it, folks. That's the first banger right there. So obviously a truly in-depth review. Always fun to look back. Yeah, for sure. So nothing's changed. I mean, that's probably what I should go back to is just, have the whole intro and it's like, it's good. Thanks for watching. No, I actually did. I did a handful of reviews like that that I was going to put up on Instagram. And that one never made it to YouTube. That was long before the channel ever started. If you guys noticed, it said Mostly Bourbon on the title screen. My Instagram handle for my personal page is Mostly Bourbon. And so before the channel started out, the page or the channel that I was going to do was going to be called Mostly Bourbon. So I do actually have a real clip of, I did film like a for real test review of me actually doing on my own what ended up becoming the first video Greg and I did. It was top 5 bourbons for beginners. And so I'm going to play that. It's not the full thing because the full thing is like a full video. It's just a couple minute clip here. It's probably less than a couple minutes because it's normally since I'm doing the 5K celebration stream, that's the only reason I'm putting this old embarrassing stuff up is because normally this is just on the Patreon. Troy from Baker Drinks in the house. Go subscribe to Baker Drinks. Probably taking a well-deserved break. He's got a birthday party with kids over at his house. So hopefully he's relaxing in the pantry with a stiff drink. My channel is mostly cannabis, a lot of bourbon, some shrooms, and some moonshine. So do you have an active channel, OG Brick, that you're... Because I think I remember, didn't you have a channel that you weren't doing anything on for a while there? Let us know in the comments. Check it out. Let's see. Only more detailed reviews would be world's worst bourbon channel. I love it. I'm subscribed to them. I haven't seen any of their content in a while. So for whatever reason, some of the stuff I subscribe to doesn't show up in the algorithm. Anyway, so let's go. I'll show you this clip. The full video is up on Patreon. But we'll show you a clip just to show you the actual one I did film with the intent of possibly releasing this to YouTube. So here it is. Hello, and welcome to the first of what might be a series of bourbon-related videos, a new channel here that I might start. I say might because this is my first attempt at this, and I don't know, maybe the editing will be too much of a headache and I'll just bail on this project altogether. But on the off chance that this continues, which I hope it does, this is video number 1. My name is Ben. I decided to start this channel just because I'm a fan of bourbon and I'm a fan of bourbon channels on YouTube. So I watch those a lot, and I just kind of figured it'd be fun to maybe join the conversation and, have a fun little hobby of putting some new content out there. So welcome. So that's what you guys were almost relegated to having. That's what could have been. So yeah, it's funny looking back at the this is the same bar. I just got all these lights in here now. Hi, my name is Ben and I like bourbon. I should start doing that on all my videos instead of starting out, welcome back to the Bourbon Out. I'm Ben, whatever, bam. Just be like, hi, my name is Ben and I like bourbon. Bam. Minnesota guys are way too nice. Don't want to make any waves. Yeah, there we go. Lots of reverb there. Yeah, so that was just phone audio. So that was me just setting the phone. I think I set it, I don't even know if it was on the bar top or just on a little tripod. But yeah, no microphone, no nothing. So that's... that's Dr. Robert made that comment. Welcome, Dr. Robert. So yeah, that was one of the things that Greg and I really struggled with when we first started putting together content for the channel is just the reverb in the room. And so we eventually, got lav mics, and for live streams, I like using this because I had some idea of putting other audio sources in, but I don't know. I don't use these in the videos because they get in the way. Oh shit, Troy's asking what blend I'm working on. I totally forgot about that. Son of a bitch. I'm going to have to do that tonight probably, Troy, if I want to get that out to you by Halloween. I'm sorry, man. You texted me that when I was at work, and I think I took a screenshot of the text to try to remind myself, and I just keep forgetting when I'm at home. Have you heard from Chris Jenkins lately? Myron's asking Troy that. I haven't heard from Chris in a minute. I hope he's doing well. He didn't post anything recently, did he? I don't know. I just looked at his channel the other day. You need to say, hi, my name is Ben, and then have a group respond, hi, Ben, to reinforce the meeting aspect of your videos. That's actually not a bad idea, but would it be in poor taste on a booze-related channel? I have to warn, it's quite the tater patch. Nice. Okay, folks. For those of you that have just joined, there is a bottle giveaway or bottle raffle tonight. Normally how I do this is I always raffle off samples for my Patreon supporters, and they get their names entered in at whatever tier of support they're at. They get a certain amount of entries. But then for people who are not subscribed to the Patreon, if you want to participate in the raffle, throw a $5 Venmo. For every $5, it's one entry onto the wheel. And so I'm not doing super chats tonight because I'm for sure getting demonetized with the content I'm going to play later on. Not that it's anything bad, but there's copyrighted material in it. So if you do want to participate in that, you can either hit the QR code here or venmo.com/BennyWalker3. So thank you to all the folks that have already done it. A bunch of people throwing in a little bit of that proverbial cheese, which is nice. I'm not looking to make money off of these bottles. I'm just looking to get my money back if possible. And anything beyond what I paid for these bottles and what it costs to ship them is going to go towards a new laptop for the channel. I am using the same laptop that I bought for $200 on the display model at Walmart in 2017 or 18. And this thing is not meant for editing 4K video, and I edit 4K video on it multiple times a week. And it is getting to the point that it's starting to like, I'm surprised it's lasted this long. I mean, for what I paid for this computer and for what it is, like it has, I've looked up specifications for editing 4K video, and this thing is not even close to it. But it works. It just takes a really long time, and it malfunctions sometimes. It crashed like 4 times in the process of making that intro clip. So, yeah, I think it's on its way out. SD card reader isn't working half the time now. So, all right, let's get back into some comments here. Say it isn't so. That's what I was thinking. Sounds a bit too close to an AA meeting intro. I mean, I think that that's the idea, but yeah, I wonder if, I suppose if you're in AA, you're probably not watching a lot of bourbon-related content, unless you're like, I don't know, living vicariously. Anyone interested? Ben says if you win the Sweet Wheat, he'll give you the option of taking one of those little Pendleton Midnight instead. Did I hear you right, Ben? I mean, the Sweet Wheat is a step up from the Pendleton Midnight for sure. I want this to be like somebody wins something. I don't want this to be like I'm forcing something terrible to the viewers. So, you know, I mean, giving away Pendleton Midnight should be a crime. Let me know in the comments if you think Bobby's crazy for liking Pendleton Midnight. I know Canadian Chris does not like it, and he's from Canada. He's Canadian. He's from Canada. I think it's funny, but I have an odd sense of humor. I do too. It's shocking the amount of my actual personality I don't put out on my channel. Like, my personality is what it is. You see a little bit more of it on the Whiskey 6. We get a little looser, but I try to keep it clean on here, and I'm generally a filthy dirtbag. So, yeah, sometimes it's a struggle. That was actually one of the things, too, because when we first started the channel, like, having Greg on, Greg is much more clean than I am, and so having him on the channel was good to kind of keep me, you know, in check. And so, let me grab something real quick here. Tater tot hot dish style. Somebody mentioned Stag 25A. I scored this week at a liquor store. I paid $80 for it, so it's a little over. I mean, Total Wine has it listed on there. Like, they even have stuff that they don't carry listed, and they've got it for $70. I think the retail on this is closer to the $60 now and above. But hey, you know, $79.99. I'll happily pay that price, because that's the second time in my entire bourbon career that I've actually had a chance to buy one, aside from having a hand delivery from New York. The standard Pendleton is straight nail polish remover. Nice. So, let's get into a little more content here because I want to play some of this stuff. Just again, because I just thought it's kind of fun. I like seeing it, stuff like this on other channels. Like I'm kind of interested in the behind the scenes stuff and the stuff that maybe I've missed. I hope you guys are too. So I hope this isn't boring. Here is, let's see, here's just a little clip of a video Greg and I did. Now, to Greg's credit, this was his idea, and I just saw within the last couple months here, Bardstown Bourbon Company is doing this at their tastings. So Greg sends me a message one day. Again, he lives across the street. It was summertime. I was out in the Brown Tree probably having a beer. Brown Tree is the garage bar. And he goes, we should do a video where we eat Pop Rocks and drink bourbon. I was like, what the It's like, all right, I'm a content whore, so I guess let's give it a shot. It's like, it's a weird idea. And it ended up being like, it was a fun video. It's on YouTube. This is just a smattering of like my bad luck with that. Because for whatever reason, these things kept just popping like on me, like randomly. And it was not happening to Greg at all. It was just me. And so it ended up being kind of a fun video to do. This is just a short clip of that. But it is funny that, like, literally just a couple months ago, I saw Bardstown Bourbon Company, it's Bourbon Night, posted a thing that they were at a tasting there, and they had a Pop Rocks and bourbon tasting. So, I don't know. Maybe I need to sue for royalties, but let's check this clip out.
Rocks and bourbon a thing? Because I feel like it should be a thing.
It's just sticking to my hand. Oh my fucking god! This is really, really crackly. Can you hear that? Oh! Did you hear that shit? Why is this only happening to me? So yeah, just a short clip there, but that ended up being kind of a shit show because it just, like, everything, like, oh, that's right. Did we do that on a live stream together, Troy? Because I think when you had us on, didn't you had some Pop Rocks on hand because of that video. I remember that. That was the emergency power outage live stream that we moved over to our channel, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was probably the sweaty hands, Sugar Kitty, but it kept like, I kept getting like the big ones that would just like, and it was only happening to me. It was just like nonstop. I was thinking the same thing. All right, what else do we have here for clips? I did one time, I actually found this on my phone. I totally had forgotten I had even recorded this, and I found this somewhere. This is from like years ago. I found this on my phone. I don't even remember if this was when we had the channel yet or not. I don't think it was. Yeah, I think this is pre-Bourbon Note. This is another me experimenting with filming stuff. So I filmed a review of Benchmark Foolproof, and I was drunk when I filmed it. And so you're going to get a clip of that. And the general theme, let's see. You're still not getting this, are you? Did you never have Pop Rocks before that and not know how to deal with them? I mean, it had been a long time. Let's see. I'm willing to pay up. I'm missing some of the chats because they're coming by pretty quick. Anyway, so the theme was Benchmark Foolproof, at 125 proof. Like it's a kind of a bottom shelf cheap bourbon, and usually the cast strength bangers are expensive. Usually the cheap stuff is like the 80 proofers. So the kind of the thought process of this review is that Benchmark Foolproof is a dangerous whiskey because you can grab it for $25, but it's 125 proof. And so, to like proceed with caution if you're going to buy this whiskey, because again, typically if you're buying a $25 whiskey, you're going to mix it with Coke and you may not notice that you're crushing 125 proof whiskey. But here's a couple of my thoughts on it. Again, this was pre-bourbon note, and this was me just drunk one night talking about Benchmark Full Proof. Josh Hessler, what's up, brother? Thanks, man, on the congratulations. We've never had Frodo in the chat here before, but it's good to hear from you, man. I hope you're doing well. So, all right, let's get to this drunk Benchmark Full Proof clip. The audio sucks on this, but hopefully it pans out here. Drinking this all night, like if you don't have your life just generally in order together, maybe stick to like a 80 or 90 or 100 proof. Like if you've got like an ex in your life that you're not completely over, maybe stay away from this one, because this shit will get you leaving voicemails at 2 a.m. for sure. As a PSA, watch out for this stuff, okay? Because it definitely, I don't know. I think this one could get the best of you if you don't proceed with caution. But, if you want to dump this bad boy into some Coke, make some politically divisive posts on your Facebook page or something like that, bang, this is the one for you. So, or, maybe you're just hanging out in the garage throwing axes at stuff. Not a bad choice. So, yeah, that's also what the channel could have been. Ben's drunk ego needs a name a la Trey and Lisa. I almost said Troy. Yeah, so that was... after I found that video, I remembered it, but yeah, I totally had forgotten I had even recorded that. Not Ben, Boone. There we go, Boone. That's Drunk Ben's alter ego. Sugar Kitty gets the credit, and he also gets the audio drop. Where is it? And it's just the audio of the thing. Willie Dean Nelson in the house. For those of you that were here at the beginning and saw the montage of clips, Willie was one of the guys playing guitar in the clip. So, and if you remember, if you were here for the live streams, the music, that was Willie. So go check out the Willie Dean Nelson music page. We got to get more stuff uploaded to that. So, Game Show Ben with the red jacket was the move. It was a blue jacket actually, and I just filmed some more content so I can create a new intro, because I am bringing Whiskey Trivia Night in America back. I just have to get on to doing that. So, Dr. Robert, Benchmark Full Proof has been responsible for video comments that I normally would not have posted. You meant well, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That one, I have in the past crudely described that as unsolicited dick pic whiskey. So take that for what it's worth. Since the stream's getting demonetized anyway, Josh Hessler, Willie is the man. I could not agree with you more. So let's get into some more content here. And then I think what I'm going to do is send the link out to some friends and see if anybody wants to hop on. And then closer towards the end, I've got a couple of these that closer towards the end of the live stream, I'll play one in particular that has got some copyrighted music, and I just don't want the live stream to get shut down. This next one, what do you guys, let me know in the chat. Do you want the bloopers reel next or the Benchmark Gremlins parody intro that we did, a skit? Well, we're going to play them both, I think. So let's see. How long are these? 3 minutes. Okay. I had a red jacket when I was a manager at Circuit City. Nice. Do you still have only one contestant that answered all the questions correctly? Yes, that is Lauren from Bourbon School. Oh, by the way, Troy had asked before if I had played the 100 subscriber one, and I totally forgot to do that. I could maybe look that up and play it off of YouTube. Bloopers? Okay. So bloopers, this is not a current one. I didn't have time to make a full brand new one, but this is one that we put up, I think, on Patreon a couple years ago. So this is all me and Greg content. So yeah, this will give me a chance to do some housekeeping on the Venmo and stuff. It's about 3 minutes long. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, take a restroom break, go grab yourself a pour, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes here.
I don't have the problem with Facebook that most people do.
And I will use this shit against you in a court of law.
Oh, I know. You ready? Are you ready?
You wanted the best, you got the best. $5 buys you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Ready. No, I guess it wasn't ready.
So close. You almost had it.
Okay, so
It's recording, so whenever you're ready to intro it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I didn't like that at all. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben. Coming with the jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
I lost it. I had an idea and it just wasn't there. Future Ben will be annoyed, but
That's all right. Present Ben is.
should I say something funny? I just don't have anything funny to say.
He finally admits it.
Well, everybody else do. You ready?
I was born ready.
I knew you were gonna say that.
All right, letter buck.
Oh, letter buck. What the hell does that even mean?
Yeah.
The
The more it's sitting in my mouth, the more I'm enjoying it. Still recording.
If only that was on camera.
It is.
Oh,
it's
it
still
is.
recording. But I edit, so it'll never see the light of day.
USB William?
What? USB William?
What is it?
Mike.
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 Mikey. Must be the wrong hat.
We have to stop doing multiple cast strength bourbons.
There's nothing good that can ever happen after these.
No.
Hello, welcome back. Whoa, that was ugly.
You like swallowed the words as you were saying them.
Hey everybody, what? Whoa.
What happened?
Just lost my train of thought and everything in between.
I think you lost motor skills during that.
Look, up at the sky. And with that one, not being it. All right,
And
so
you didn't even do the countdown
I
either.
didn't even. Hey everybody. Ooh, that was ugly.
What happened?
I lost it.
Oh,
I didn't know what the next word was. Let's try that again.
all right.
Let's not include that one. That was bad. I was like,
I'll leave it out.
I don't know what I'm doing. Story of my life, Ben.
I'm well
Story
aware
my
of
life.
that.
You know, Mike is short for Michael.
So you laughed at that, and that's just a real thing, but my bike is short for Bikel joke.
Nobody's ever heard that before.
Well, now they have. The day I'm laughing at a dumb joke and you're not, and I'm worried about your health. You okay?
I was gonna make a reference to the song, but
Which song?
it's been a while.
Been a while since we reviewed whiskey.
That's right. It
Goes.
Something like that.
Okay, folks. Thanks for sticking around through that. That gave me a minute to get updated on the giveaways here. Let's see. Check in with the chat. That's what she said. It's on here somewhere.
That's what she said.
We got a few. Greg was one of the best hosts of the show. I would say he was one of the two best hosts for sure. I hope he's having fun in Sacramento. I remember the one near McKinley Mall. Let's see. There's Circuit City silo from back in the day. Oh yeah, it's funny when you can always tell what used to be a Circuit City. Another Greg favorite of mine was his frequent references to airplane movie. Yeah, for sure. He rarely missed Ben saying Shirley without responding and don't call me Shirley. Yes, Greg was always solid for that, for sure. You could count on him for an airplane reference. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to boot up some more stuff here. Let's see. So we've got that. We've got that. We've got that. We've got that. Got that. Okay, so we've got most of these clips. Yeah, I think I've just got a couple more, so I'll hold off on those for a minute here. Sorry, Ben. Buffalo, New York talk. I got you. Talk amongst yourselves in the chat. So yeah, folks, that's kind of what I've got here. I think I'm going to get into this Knob Creek. And for those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the show, this is the one bottle that I've had on my shelf for years and not opened. Everything else I have is opened. If it's not open, it's because I've got... Oh, there we go. It's back. Looks like it cut out for a second there. I don't know why my internet just every time I go to live stream just seems to do this. Like when I'm testing my live streams, it doesn't. But now it's telling me it's a weak connection, so sorry about that. It's just something we're going to have to battle through tonight, I guess. Anyway, what I was saying is I bought 2 bottles of this. This is one of those 15-year Knob Creek single barrels. Got these for $40. Crushed one bottle a couple years ago, and I've been saving this bottle for a special occasion. Every time a special occasion comes around, I completely forget to open it because I've had multiple special occasions since I bought this. And then I finally said, well, you know what? Screw it. I'll just save it for the 5,000 subscriber live stream. So we are going to crack this open tonight. This is the Knob Creek single. That froze up for a second there. So yeah, it'll be nice to have the terrible Knob Creek wax. Tell you what, why don't I do this? I'm going to play a video, and in the time that I'm doing that, I'm going to run a cable from my router to the computer here, so we don't get this this constant dropping off. So let's do. So this video is about 3 minutes and 40 seconds long. I think it's funny. Ours freezes every time we open the wheel. That thing is a bandwidth. So really? Okay. And I've got tabs open here, so I should probably crush that. And hopefully this will help. I do have different internet now that works well for the most part, but every once in a while. So anyway, this is a clip. This will give me a chance again. I'm going to hardwire this, and hopefully we don't have any more problems because I do have some more stuff I want to do. Want to get into the drawing, want to invite some friends on if anybody's available. I don't know if they are or not, but we'll see. And you know, if anybody's available, we'll hang out for a little bit. Hopefully during this skit, it doesn't freeze up, but if it does, you can just go to the YouTube channel and search for the Benchmark review. But what we did with this is we filmed a skit because we were going to review the entire Benchmark lineup. And this is back when it was only available in Indiana. And my daughter picked up all 5 bottles for me when she was in Indiana. And so we did a review of it, and basically we did like a Gremlins kind of skit, you know? I'm sure everybody's familiar with Gremlins. So I'm sure you'll get the idea here. So anyway, hopefully this doesn't freeze up. I'm going to play this so it'll give me a chance to go take care of some internet issues here. So check it out, and please stick around because we are going to get to the raffle soon.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today, we're drinking bourbon. And we're having a Christmas party.
Yeah, kind of.
It's kind of a celebration at the end of the year. It's our first Christmas as a channel.
Yeah, yep, and Christmas Eve is tomorrow, so we're doing a little Bourbon Note gift exchange.
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you mind if I go first?
Oh, would you please?
Okay.
We're also talking about some of our favorite bourbons of the year and that kind of stuff. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. Let's do the gift exchange.
I'm guessing, I could guess what it is.
There might be a bottle in there?
Yeah, it's a bottle. And you got me, never actually seen this.
It's a bottle of Cooper's Craft.
Cooper's Craft.
It's nothing crazy, but it's something not available in this area, and I know you've kind of had your eye on wanting to try it.
This would be awesome on the channel. Yeah, obviously, I've seen it online, but never seen it in a store. So this is gonna be awesome.
Look for the upcoming review.
Totally. Cooper's Craft, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, we will set this aside. I got you something as well.
All right.
Well, it seems appropriate for a gift exchange.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
But I have to be honest. It comes with a few rules. Number one is we need to dim the lights.
What? Okay. Kind of weird.
All right. Here you go.
Let's find out what's inside.
No. Don't shake it.
Okay. Fragile.
Now, like I said, it comes with a few rules. Number one, no light when you enjoy this bottle.
Okay.
Number two, no water.
Not a bad bourbon, but I really feel like a couple of drops of water would just open this thing up really nicely.
Never add water, and no matter what you do, never have a pour after midnight.
What's the worst that could happen? So I think some of that cut out there at the end. Son of a bitch. I think it cut out when... Oh, hold on. Maybe it did work. You know what? Hold on a second. Let's play that again now that I've got the... Not the whole thing, just the ending part. When I unplugged the internet to plug the other internet back in, it cut it off, like right at the climactic part of the video. So please hold.
Everybody, welcome back.
Hey, Greg. Yeah, so I had to pour that benchmark last night. It wasn't bad. I think maybe we should do that for our review today. Greg, you need to get over here immediately. So anyway, that's how that ended. It sucks that it froze up like right at the part where, you know, so you get the gist of it. You know, I ended up drinking it after midnight and putting water in it. So I don't know how badly that got cut off, but, you know, I didn't want to just leave without playing something in the background. So anyway, if you do want to see that review, you can go and check out the, it's on YouTube, and that's at the beginning of the video. So it does not look like this is helping my Wi-Fi or my connection. So I don't know why it chose tonight to shit the bed, but you know, that's live streaming for you. So anyway, yeah, if you want to check that out, just go to the channel and you can see it uninterrupted. So let's get, let me send out this text message here to some friends and see if anybody is available to hop on. Sending this out to the, get this in the Whiskey 6 chat here. Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiast, Troy. All right. And then we're going to get into this banger right here. Okay. Ben's a little too quick to dim the lights. I did not turn the Wi-Fi off. Oh yeah, it's not on the computer. It should be just the connection here. So, yep, it's connected Ethernet. So, yeah, you know, every once in a while you're gonna do a live stream and that shit's gonna happen. But you know, hopefully, it holds on for the rest of the stream here. Now that should at least make it a little bit better. Now watch, it'll the next video that I play, it'll cash out right in the climax of that too. Yeah, I've got plenty of speed on it, so I don't know what the problem is with. Maybe it's my computer. I need a new computer. Stymie Snurdly, congratulations on 5K. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good to hear from you. Okay, let's get into this, and I am very excited. My upload speed is terrible. That's the problem. I don't know why. Usually the upload speed is faster than it used to be. So, yeah, we'll see. So you need to turn the lights out or a brown bag. Okay. Here it is, folks. I've been waiting a couple years to crack this open. Oh, and look at that. Knob Creek wax all over the bar. Here, let's get a picture of that. Post that on the gram. All right. So, yeah, that is, I don't miss the old Knob Creek wax at all. It's just terrible. And I like to think that it was Greg and myself complaining on the internet about their wax every time we did a bottle. All right, look at who we've got here. We do have some folks joining. We got Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiasts in the house. How do we get them on here? Oh, hold on. I gotta...
Oh my God.
There we go. I had all my settings all screwed up from playing my videos. How's it going? Hold on a second here.
Oh, there's a
okay.
lag. Okay.
Oh, is there a lag?
I'm hearing something. Yeah, it's an echo. I don't know. Okay, I don't know why there's.
I'm not getting an echo on my end. Oh, let me check something out here in my my audio settings real quick.
I think we're hearing us on you. Whoa. I think I need another floor.
You heard it now?
And if we are going to help you get demonetized.
So are you still getting the echo?
Yeah, a little bit, but I think we're good on our end. Unless everybody else is hearing it, we can suck it up. Wait, that came out.
Let me check and see if anybody else is hearing it on here. There we go. All right, hold on just 1 second.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not hearing an echo, and I don't have you don't have it on the broadcast.
Somebody said because you have both YouTube and Zoom open.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Do you have your StreamYard and your YouTube open at the same time? That will do it. I totally forgot about that. Let me see if I
Okay,
can.
there we go.
So now we're
Much
almost
better?
Okay.
It gave me time to get a pour, so we're good.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're low budget tonight. We got done filming, and we're going to be breaking everything down because we're going to be having a party next week for Patreon bottle share.
Nice.
So we're just on a laptop here, so it's extremely low budget.
Oh, that's just fine. I don't know if you guys heard when you're coming in here about this bottle, but this has been my one coveted not open on the shelf bottle for a couple years now, and so we cracked it open for the 5,000 sub stream here. It's one of the old school it's Knob Creek single barrel, but it's one of the old 15-year ones.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
And I had 2 bottles of this, and so I did drink one of them, so I have had it before, but I haven't had it for a couple years, and I've just been waiting to open this until the time was right, and I figured, no time like the present, right? I've been waiting to do this live stream forever now, so.
That's
it's-
we just filmed this, and I really enjoyed it while we filmed this, and then like an hour later we're drinking it again, and I'm not enjoying it as much as I was before. I'm still enjoying it, but have you ever had that? Like, a little while later you're drinking the same thing and you're not feeling it as much as you were.
Yeah, I've had that with, sometimes for me, it's just like a little bit of dry mouth or something, obviously if you eat something or drink something different, but I kind of find if I'm not like hydrated, it can drastically change the taste of the whiskey. If you even got like a little bit of dry mouth, it really makes it a little more bitter, I think. So is this Buffalo Lou, by the way?
Oh my God, no!
No.
This is Ralph. This is Hot Stacks, otherwise known as.
Ralph, okay. Well, the reason I ask is because I've seen Buffalo Lou in the chat, but I've only actually seen him on one video, and it was months ago. And so I apologize. I don't know what Buffalo Lou looks like, so I don't even know if you guys even look like each other. I just know that he's been a guest on the channel.
Yeah.
And so it's Ralph. It's nice to meet you, Ralph.
Ben, same here.
And we've got oh, go ahead.
They did have a regular series, but now they're relegated to Patreon-only videos until they hone their craft a little more.
That's right.
Did you finally polished?
Brian's afraid of getting
You guys-
demonetized if he's monetized.
You guys did the old Dragon Bones, didn't you? The old Dragon Bones rye?
Oh yeah, that was
Yep.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay. So, but was that you and Buffalo Lou?
Oh, I don't remember who did that.
I don't either.
Yeah, but I remember we tried it. It was great.
Yeah.
It was like 21-year-old Canadian whiskey or something, right?
16-year, but it was hazmat.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that was you. That might have been Buffalo Lou, because if I recall, I was off camera for that one.
Yeah. And I actually saw like an old Dragon Bones on shared pour, and it was like finished in numerous finishes, and I'm like, I'm not touching it.
Yeah, they had let's see, I've got a couple of the samples here. We do have another guest here hopping on. I'm just going to say this because it's accurate. He has a wiener in his mouth, it appears.
I
Whoa!
did.
Oh,
Pull it out. You wouldn't
It is it is Sean apparently eating his dinner here. He's got a hot dog. Are you doing the burnt ends that we were talking about last night with the hot dog burnt ends?
I should have, but no. No, just some all Angus beef franks. I'm trying to get back on my carnivore thing, and this was fast tonight. So,
I thought you was having some kielbasa over there.
no, just fancy hot dogs. Basically, they're girthy. But yeah, basically,
People down south like them girthy, I heard.
yeah, that's it. We do. I like them thick. I don't have
what
any
she said.
crazy old Knob Creek like you do there, Ben, but grabbed one nonetheless. So.
Well, I'm happy to have you join in. Anyway, I'm boosting everybody's mic volumes up a little bit because I put mine up a little higher tonight because some of the clips were a little bit louder, and I wanted to try to have some sort of a balance there. Ladies and gentlemen, the guests just keep flowing in.
Well,
America's Mustache is in the house.
Bobby?
boy.
We've got Bad Axe Bobby in the house. What's happening,
Cleaning
brother?
up nice for the special occasion.
We're all curled up today.
You did do it up nice. Damn. I feel flattered.
Man, that's bright. Dang.
So
Ooh.
one of these old Dragon Bones is finished in Barbados rum, and then one is Oloroso sherry.
Interesting.
I feel like you did the Oloroso sherry.
I don't. Yeah, I think that was the Oloroso sherry we did.
No, because I don't have that one. The one you guys had wasn't finished. It was just the regular one.
Oh, was it? That was really good.
That was the first release.
Bobby, I think you've got an echo.
Yeah, we got an echo going up.
Bobby is having trouble getting comfortable in the bathroom where he's live streaming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an echo.
No, I think it's gone now. Yeah, I'm not hearing it now that you moved it.
You changed.
Oh, there it is now.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, I know we've already said this many times over, but congrats again, man. You've done this thing twice as long as I did. So, good job, man.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's
Suck it out.
like I said last night. It's been a long slog
Indeed.
of just, trying to hit 5,000 so I can just have a shred of self-esteem on here.
That's a tough transition to go from 2 to 1.
Yeah, it was it was weird at first
There we
because,
go.
let's see.
How's that? Is that better?
Yes, much better.
I think
my
so,
iPad
yeah.
mic was on for whatever reason, too. So
Oh, okay, cool. And yeah, let us know in the chat if any volumes need to be adjusted or anything, because like I said, I did change up some settings before I started here, and hopefully, the internet will stay stable. I've been having some issues with that. So
Snackmaster Bobby Flash, dude.
Right.
Oh my gosh, he was obviously in the chat last night.
Bobby crushing the snacks last night.
Oh, dude, I got one more day here. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get through this.
So when you do these, Bobby, you just live at the firehouse for a week at a time, or?
No, my normal shift is 2 days on, 4 days off, but I put it, overtime came up on the ladder truck. I'm like, yeah, I'll put in for him. And I didn't think I was going to get them or get both of them. And I got both. I'm like, it's such a double-edged sword. The money's great, but I'm like, dude, I got to be there for 4 days straight now. She's like, ugh.
So you just have is that like your little, like a dorm or something like that? Like your office that you just sleep in there? Or?
This is just the captain's office. I just came in here. My room's down the hall. This is just where
Okay.
What's that?
Are you on 24 on?
Well, right now I'm on 96 on.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Normally it's two. I'm on for
night.
2 days, then I'm off for 4 days. But I just took some overtime in conjunction with my 2 days on, so I'm here for 4. Just rough. It gets rough.
So, has it been relatively quiet, Bobby, or eventful as the days been?
It's been eventful. Actually today hasn't been too bad. I don't even want to say that. You start saying that, then it's like the jinx,
Never.
right? And then all of a sudden I'll be up all night.
Responders.
But, man, it's been shitty. It's really sucked. It's been horrible. You got to talk like that. You got to talk like that so I might get some sleep tonight.
Yeah, it's been very busy because when you use that Q word, you're in trouble.
That's right. That's
I
right.
know.
You know how it goes.
I shouldn't have asked, honestly.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's been fair.
It's good. There you go.
So Eric Ellis says, thanks for your first responder service, Bobby. Could not agree more.
Thank you. Thanks, brother.
Military
That's
service
where I get
as
all the
well.
Snacks. Get the snacks. You got to earn the snacks.
Bobby's got a job that keeps him in shape, so you gotta go off the rails in your spare time then.
Right. I got to keep weight on, so that's why I have to eat the snacks.
Hey Ben, round is
If
a
only
shape
it were
too.
that simple. Round is a
Round is
shape
a
too.
shape too, my friend.
Yeah, right.
So I'm about to get into this Knob Creek. I've been waiting years for this. I'm on the nose. This thing is similar to what I remember, but I'm getting some different stuff now. I haven't had it in a couple of years, but I remember this being like a vanilla and like birthday cake, like a vanilla bomb. It's like vanilla, oak, and birthday cake. Like if you get a piece of birthday cake, a scoop of vanilla ice cream on it, and eat it out of an oak bowl. That's how I described this one. So We'll get into the palate here. Cheers, everybody. Goon Dude, welcome to the chat. Top left corner. Love the bisexual lighting setup. Wait, is it top left like your top left?
That would be this lighting, I think.
It's our top. I'm looking at top left, and I'm seeing you, Ben.
Yeah.
That might
Is
be,
that
yeah,
bisexual blue and red?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
It must be.
Yeah, Sean's got blue and red too.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's not quite as moody.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, Ben has much better lighting than I do. So.
It's great. It's great. I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bisexual Bourbon.
Hey, well, you know,
This one smells like wood.
how long did it take you to get to 5K? You're going to get that tomorrow if you change the name of that.
I mean, I might have to. That's a great idea. That might just do this channel the service that it needs. Tomorrow it will be changed to Bisexual Bourbon
With Ben.
with Ben. Yep.
You got to add the extra B in there.
Or
I mean,
bensexual. Bensexual.
Yeah,
say it like
Bensexual Bourbon. And I'm still going to have the same logo, but the bison is going to have one of its ears pierced on the whichever one is the ear.
There you go.
going
So,
downhill
yeah.
fast.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Cheers to
dude.
that.
And review number one, I'm reviewing my knob. Okay, now we're getting, way too bad there. Sorry, guys.
I'm reviewing Knob Crack.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, I had to step out for a minute. Did you it looked like you actually opened that Knob Creek there? You got the one that had been.
I did. That was my first sip of it right there.
Okay. Well, so what are you getting on it again?
That thing is hotter than I remember. It's an oak bomb, just like I remember. I'm getting a little more of like that dark, almost like chocolate and brown sugar. I remember getting a lot of that vanilla ice cream and birthday cake off it, but this is a banger. It's a deep, rich bourbon. But like I said, I haven't had it in so long. I had 2 bottles of it, and I think they were the exact same one, if I remember correctly. Let me actually look at something real quick. Talk amongst yourselves for just a second.
I was
Entertain
watching
the
you guys
internet, as I
last
used to
night
say to Greg.
in the shadows. I was actually watching the Whiskey Six, but I didn't comment, so you didn't know I was there. And I was typing a whole thing about the whiskeys that brands that I hate, and I had such a list. I am
You
not
could
a
have jumped
Frank
right
Ranch
in last night.
I am not a Woodinville fan. I am not a Penelope fan.
No.
Maybe the upper echelon Penelope, but their regular finished releases. I
Just
think
regular
they're just trying
stuff,
to
yeah.
develop bad whiskey. I had a whole list, but I didn't want to trash on everyone in the chat.
You know what? I don't know how I forgot Woodenville last night. They
You know what?
deserved
I was thinking
more
as soon
than
as
any
he said that, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, yeah, it's not special.
freaking awful. I mean, I got hate for the video I put out on Woodenville.
I haven't really cared for Woodinville either, to be honest. I think I've had a couple of samples. I've never owned a bottle of it before. But
Oh,
yeah,
I
I
had
didn't.
Cast strength, that's okay.
Thrown out of a group.
But
You got thrown
nothing
out of
to
a
it.
group for not liking Woodinville?
100%. It's a long story. I'm not going to say it here.
Yeah.
Were you
too
in the
long.
group with the owner of Woodinville?
Well, no,
Yeah,
they
right.
made me pick, and I said I didn't care for the licorice note. And then I got banned for a week. And then about a month later, I'm like, that note has faded and it's more enjoyable. I'm enjoying it. And someone made a comment about absinthe, and I'm like, I like absinthe. And then I was permanently banned from the group. And I was like, you guys are a bunch of losers.
Yep.
That's weird.
They're
They were
They're
looking for anise. You have to say anise, I guess.
Oh, God.
I mean, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. Wrong.
Well,
That
that's
seems to go against everything in the whiskey tube community is ban somebody because they don't like a bourbon.
I know.
a bunch of words I'm not going to say since this isn't my channel. But
Well,
that
I
was
was planning on getting demonetized, so it didn't really matter. Just
Yeah,
because
go ahead,
of
Sean.
you.
I am getting demonetized
whatever.
anyway, so.
you. No, no. But either way, that's kind. I said it tasted like wood varnish, which I still stand by today. I thought it was awful.
I actually get a furniture varnish note on some bourbons that I like.
Okay. Well,
Like
I
a
had
light,
whatever
sometimes
you're
you get
into.
a weird note that just kind of
Pendleton.
compliments it in a weird way, but it reminds you of
Midnight.
something. No.
I had a bottle share, and I killed the bottle I hated, right? And everyone tried it, and then it tasted infinitely better after it was open. But one person described it as you filtered urine through a cardboard box. That's what it tasted like. So, not
Jesus,
good.
tell us how you really feel.
All right. All right.
Did you respond with "How do you know"?
Yeah, that'd be my follow-up question. Yeah.
Uh,
Oddly specific.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like, I mean, you can say, "Oh, this tastes like shit," and it's a turn of phrase, but it's like this is oddly specific.
Ben,
you know?
have I given you a sample of the Wyatt Earp hazmat?
Yes, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, you actually.
Yeah, in
survived
a
it.
weird way, it was.
You liked it.
I don't.
I
Think
well,
you liked
it.
He went off
I
camera
liked
a
it.
bunch of times.
I wouldn't say that I didn't love it, but I think that I didn't. I think I had such low expectations from so many things that I had heard about it that maybe it didn't hit quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. But what I did like about it is that it seemed really like one of those kind of whiskey nerd sort of pours that like your buddy comes over who's super into whiskey and you pour that for him and just see what happens. You know?
It's gotten more palatable now that it's like that much left. Like, the airtime has really helped it. So
Just gotta
Maybe
keep
you've
at it.
just grown as a person.
It still tastes like an ashtray.
that's not it. I have not grown at all. I am devolving.
Well, there you go. You're devolving into liking bad whiskey. That makes perfect sense, actually. It makes much more scientific sense than the neck pour, but we don't have to argue on.
Is this when you try Pendleton Midnight?
Yeah.
Not me, never again.
I'm just seeing how many times I can fit Pendleton Midnight into this whole show.
I mean, in fairness,
So it's
to
all
Bobby-
over it.
Yeah. To Bob's point, we all have hot takes on whiskey, I guess you would say, or bad takes, maybe depending on how the community feels about it.
That's actually a video I was planning on doing. Is like these are all my worst takes. Like these are all the takes that everybody thinks I'm a moron for, and there's probably a very the list grows every day.
I sent you a picture, Ben. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Did you just text it now?
I
earlier?
don't know, about 15, 20 minutes ago. It was one
Oh,
of the
no,
times
I
you were
didn't see
frozen.
it.
One of the times you were frozen, I hooked you up.
Oh, God, I can't wait to see this. I think I know what you're talking about because I remember.
So to that end, I'm sorry.
That's getting posted on here. Hold on, keep talking. I'm gonna.
Oh, dude.
Fellas above me, I forget your names.
His perfect position.
Brian and Ralph.
Yeah, so that's right. You're Brian as well because we had the two Brians on that night.
I'm sorry.
So,
I was distracted.
so Bobby's whiskey that no one respects him for is the Pendleton Midnight. I have gotten all kinds of shit for liking a variety of Balcones. Ben, I guess, with maybe liking White Herb. I'm sure. Actually, I'd say probably your hottest take, Ben, is probably your take on Wild Turkey 70th, right? I would say that's probably
100%.
Yeah. So what's been your guys' thing that you liked or hated that got you the most crap?
Oh, hold on. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, what's your worst takes that you've? That's a good question. Like that you've gotten the most pushback on.
I don't know if there is. I tend to rate things rather high. I don't think people watch us so much for hey, what are Brian, Deb, Ralph, or Lou? How do they like it? It's more of an entertainment aspect. Like, how are they going to act like idiots on YouTube?
It's
Sure.
like the Three Stooges meet bourbon,
Yeah.
Sure.
minus one or two Stooges. I don't know. I mean, for a while I liked Penelope, and I have gotten away from it a lot. and at the time I was new in the journey and I loved it. I was chasing it, caught a lot of heat for it. But what would I say that I liked the most? That's a good question.
Which one was that, Ralph? I'm sorry, I missed. Which one were
It
you
was
just talking about?
The Penelope Finish series.
Okay.
Whether it was the Rio, especially the Rio, I was chasing after that really hard and loving that, and I don't know why, because I've gone back to it and can't stand it. I don't know.
Yeah, the Penelope Rio was. I like finished bourbon. I'm generally a fan of it, but the Penelope Rio was just. It was a little too sweet. It was almost like when you get a dessert that's just too rich, like French silk pie. Like you can't finish it because it's just too rich.
So we're in the middle of the Campfire series, and this will be episode 7 or 8. And we haven't filmed this yet, but we have 2 Penelope Rios, and we have a sample of I think it's the 25, the new 25, right? The one that came out in 25. So we're going to blind all 3 of them. Now, I know what 2 of my Rios taste like. One is really honey forward, and one is really Amburana forward. And I don't know what the new one tastes like. So they're all different, you know. But I mean, in the end, you need to enjoy either honey forward or Amburana forward whiskey in order to like it. You know, a lot of people just crap on it. I enjoy it, but I don't hit it that often.
Yeah, the Amburana is kind of, the one that you sent me, Brian, the RD1, I actually really enjoy because I feel like that one just had a much better balance.
Different.
Yeah, but sometimes the Amburana definitely gets overwhelming.
It can, but have any of you had the Rabbit Hole Amburana finished?
No.
It's the Amburana finished. Wow, that is buttery good. A lot of flavor. Really good.
Okay.
Yeah, if you get a chance.
No, I haven't. I don't think I've even heard of that.
No,
it's like the Race King, and it's their top line series from Rabbit Hole. In that lineup,
do you guys want to
Boxer Grail and all that crap?
Do you guys want to see the kind of stuff you have to put up with when you're friends with Bobby?
Yes.
The text messages.
Don't freeze in front of me.
There you go. Screen grab it if you will.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You are welcome.
Yeah, I could actually read this like an ad, like, everyone needs balance in their life. I get mine with Pendleton Midnight. That pretty good?
Exactly. You nailed it.
You could make
I
money
feel
off
like
of
I
that
nailed it.
Dude, you nailed it. That was meant for Ben.
I feel like it was. I mean, who knows? Maybe that'll start a whole new thing, and
Probably will.
now I'll become a voice actor. Definitely not a face actor, but maybe a voice actor.
Dude, you totally got saved though with that bourbon with the Minnesota Vikings though, man. They did you a solid.
Which
what's it
one?
called? What's the newest one? You come on.
Oh, the Paul Sutton?
Yeah, Paul Sutton.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Canadian whiskey just having their Minnesota Vikings stuff, because now they've got and I'm actually interested in this bottle because I put up a bourbon hunting short on one of these and everybody said to get it. It's a Crown Royal single barrel store pick, which I didn't even know was a thing. Yeah.
That's the first time I even heard those words together.
Yeah, it's 103 proof Crown Royal single barrel store pick. And there was one this isn't the one I put the bourbon hunting short up of, but it was the one I think that I put the short up was like, I think it was like cast strength or something. And so like tons of people were like, those are good. You should absolutely grab that bottle. And they're like $60 or whatever. So, but anyway, that one's like a Minnesota Vikings affiliated one. Myron is saying, don't do it.
Do it. Do it.
Ben, how close are you to Canada? Because we're like
5
15
hours
minutes away from the border.
Yeah, I'm like 4.5, 5 hours.
Okay.
And the border crossing that I would, if you're talking about like a duty free or anything, it's probably they're pretty small towns. Actually, my youngest stepson was just up at the border in Grand Portage, he said there was a duty free. He didn't really check it out, but
Is it? What's the province? Is it Ontario or?
so we have Ontario and Manitoba.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of like divided between the two. So I think so. The one that would be like International Falls would be kind of like one of the main border crossings that like bigger town, but it's still a very small town. So that one is, I believe that would be Ontario right there.
So it's pretty good.
I
It's
wonder.
what?
It's pretty good. Is it good? Because they've actually reached out to me and will want to put it in the bottle shop. So is it good enough for that? Paul
Is
Sutton?
what?
Paul Sutton.
Oh, Paul Sutton. Yeah, I think it's
I
definitely
hadn't heard of it
different.
until then.
Yeah, it's a craft whiskey, but I like it. It's definitely different. It's got its kind of own profile. And I think I don't know if they're like a farm to glass or whatever, but
I think it is. They're very small.
Speaking
a
of
lot of
Canada-
people speak pretty highly of it.
Speaking of Canada, I wonder if they've gotten tired of drinking their piss whiskey and decided to bring real whiskey back into the country. I wonder-
Not after today. Did you guys just see that shit today? Oh, it's not happening for a while.
yeah, probably not. Yeah, we're not building relationships well.
No, we're not. No, we're not. If it can be tarnished more, it's being tarnished more.
Except for with Israel, am I right? Oh, no.
Heyo. Dave Renstrom is a huge fan of Paul Sutton stuff. Yeah, I hear really
Oh, right
good
on.
things about their picks. Their store picks, their cast strength picks. They got like 6-year picks.
All right on.
I mean,
Dude, speaking of craft distilleries, I just had, courtesy of Dave, I just had the Middle West Spirits, the Dark Pumpernickel Rye for the first time. Good Lord.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get into more of that. I was on the website the other day looking at it.
Maybe we'll get a pour.
well,
I doubt I'll get it.
Oh, do you have
No, no.
some?
shit.
Oh, Jesus. Actually,
Actually,
knocking over furniture.
I got the ported pumpernickel rye, but I got this right here, and
Oh,
this
nice.
is one of my favorite pours. Jason C reviewed this, and
What is it? Let me full screen you here. Hold on just
Okay.
a second.
No one wants to see me full screen.
That's why I just pulled back.
Okay.
Oh, double barrel too.
What Two Souls does is they rebarrel things. So they rebarreled this pumpernickel rye, and this is one of the best ryes I have. And I don't like to share it because it is so good, but it's
Ryo, I like it.
it's phenomenal. This is 126.7 proof. The extra flavor by them rebarreling it is awesome.
Nice. That's awesome.
Check out their stuff. We got some weird stuff. Ben, I'm running low on samples, so if you want to do a sample swap or any of you guys, I'm always up for that. Trade half a dozen samples.
Did you? How is that ported pumpernickel rye? Because I know that one's not cask strength, but it doesn't always have to be cask strength. I've actually been liking the 95 to 110 proof range lately.
I think it's 99 proof, and Deb got that for me for Christmas a few years ago, and I really enjoy it. It's good.
Okay. Dave says he loves the Two Soul Spirits. Favorite rye last year. Missed that bottle. Yeah, that Middle West Spirits was incredible. So I got to get my hands on some more of that stuff. I should say too, for the folks in the chat, the bottle raffles are coming up soon. So if you want to get in on the Venmo, and thank you to all of you that did. It's right there. I'm covering up Sean and Bobby for just a second here. Yeah, there, Bobby. There you go. So Venmo.com/BennyWalker3 or hit that QR code. Every $5 is an entry into the raffle. I love it. I'm just going to keep it like this so Bobby and Sean can do their antics in the corner.
It reminds me of the guy from Animal House.
Which one? Oh, D-Day.
D-Day, yes.
I guess I know what you're talking about, too.
Oh, now it's over.
I have a question, Ben. How did you get that cool
Stop
draft?
having fun.
If you ever get a
you
chance
can-
for Middle West Spirits, their Vino de Naranja is like a freaking creamsicle. It is
Ooh,
awesome.
Like, where is that option in StreamYard?
Oh, the overlay like this. Yeah, it looks cooler. So when it's like full screen, then it's it's kind of positioned where it's still down here. Basically, what I had
version, Sean.
Well, yeah, I'm
Is
not
it?
gonna. I mean, I've considered going back to the paid version. I don't know, but anyway, continue.
But you have to make a 16:9 ratio image, and then put that image on it as if like position it where you want it on the screen, and then remove the background, but keep the image size the same.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Because
work.
if you just remove the background and make it just an image, you can't adjust the placement of it on
Yeah.
the screen. It's a pain in the ass.
It's just overlays.
Jeremiah just commented about Two Souls. He said something about their South Dakota Black Forks. Brian, we love that one. One of our guys
Yeah.
trying to pick that up.
Yeah.
You throw
I
the
got that
Venmo
here
up
too.
again?
Yeah.
We got mods. Can a mod throw the Venmo in chat? That way people can just go straight to the thing.
Sure, yeah. What's
I
your
mean-
favorite distillery in Minnesota? I don't know that I have one because I haven't
There's
haven't had the
distilleries in
greatest luck with-
Minnesota?
Yeah, there's a
kidding.
handful of them
Just
popping up.
kidding.
There's definitely some single malts out there that are getting some traction. Like Brother Justice, but
Brother,
They're very
Justice, I haven't heard
expensive.
that.
yeah, so Brother Justice is a whiskey company, and their namesake is they're named after it was like a monk, like a druid monk or a whatever, I don't know, some sort of religious Christian monk named Brother Justice. And back when, I don't know
Sounds
if it was
like a
during
superhero.
Prohibition. When you hear the story, I don't know if this is like super long ago before alcohol was ever legal, or if it was during Prohibition or something. But the story is that Brother Justice, being a Catholic monk, I think he was a Catholic monk. Catholics have monks?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a Catholic monk. And so when it was illegal to produce alcohol, he actually was helping people produce alcohol. And the way he was able to morally sort of do that and justify that is that and he was producing whiskey in particular, and while whiskey production was illegal, it was not immoral, as whiskey is a gift from God.
Hell yeah.
So whiskey being a gift from God made it morally justifiable to produce
Yeah.
it in a time that it was illegal by society standards. And so they named the distillery and the brand after him.
Now I gotta get some.
Yeah, they specialize in single malts. So they've got some interesting like cask strength single malts. And there's some places that that actually have like samples, and I just haven't gotten to go there at a time when I could have a sample. So
Interesting.
Ben, one of your
Okay.
viewers just asked you if you put up your Venmo back up again.
Yeah, I was hoping
sure.
it was in your description, but it's not. I was going to copy it and throw it in chat, but
it's Venmo.com/BennyWalker3. Here, I'll throw that up there again real quick.
Jay, I
So-
hope you see it.
Let's see here, because I suppose we'll get that raffle going pretty soon. And
But yeah, back to that Two Souls, the Black Forks. That was really an exceptional bottle. It was rebarreled from South Dakota, I believe it was, right?
Yeah. You know, I just want to throw this out there. I mean, I did a group order. We got free shipping. Two Souls had these bottles kicking around for like a year. And then they have a fire sale like on Father's Day or something where everything's 50% off. They want to get rid of the stuff. So I really enjoy it. I want to order more.
oh, I know what it is.
And I email them because the prices are regular. I'm like, I bought stuff at 50% off. Like, and they're like, no, it's full price. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, you know, you obviously want to get rid of this stuff, and you're not going to sell me it at that discounted price. So I refused to buy it as much as I liked it because it's pricey. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cheap.
Their fire sale, there was
Well-
one bottle I was really interested in. It was Grape Ape. So those of you who are my age, you might remember the Grape Ape cartoon. I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. That one was full price at like $240. I'm like, that's a fire sale? I don't think so.
No. Bobby,
Sean, I appreciate the send Ben all your money. You gotta.
Yep.
There you go. Now you got it. You got it.
Now. We got it now.
Buck's brother, I see you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I got you in on the raffle for all those donations.
Well,
I'll just
Ben,
put you in my will.
Ben, this is why I don't ever do my stuff, because I'm tragically bad at it. So,
I don't even know how to do this shit. I don't know how to. Hold on. Now I'll take this down. Okay.
I was going to say, Bobby just need to move over. He's going to fall off the chair.
We almost fell, dude. Come on.
You know what, Bobby? You got
warn
me
me. A
thinking
little bit
about
more
this,
warning.
about this Paul Sutton here. So I got to have a little pour of this.
So what we don't know is Bobby's actually working right now, and he's going to fall over and get workman's comp, right?
there you go.
Yeah. Let me
We'll
fill
have the
that
whole
form
thing
out.
on video.
Let me fill
Yeah.
that one out.
We have video evidence.
Yeah.
It had to be deleted immediately.
Yeah. Burn it.
Yeah.
It'll be deleted as soon as he gets demonetized. We're working on it.
I mean, we'll keep a copy for blackmail purposes. You got to do that.
Oh yeah, God, that's what kind of brother would you be if you didn't do that? Come on. I think you didn't like me. Yeah.
So where's
Let's
everybody
see.
from? Bobby, are you in California?
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
They don't want to be in California.
I mean,
He's in the
Who
he's
does?
only in the only state that's crazier than Minnesota.
Gosh, damn, dude. It's beautiful and so freaking shitty at the same time.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Here in New York right now, we use natural gas for heat in Western New York. And our government decided that come January, we can't use natural gas for any new builds. And in
Well, just
Buffalo,
wait till
we
you
use
got
power.
your new was it mayor? That guy?
Oh, you're talking about Mandami, the one
Yeah.
for mayor of New York City. You're in Buffalo at the other side of the crazy state.
yeah,
you know,
you guys are going to have to be doing Sharia law and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
they want us to go all electric, and now we just got our electric bill, and the freaking prices are through the roof.
Yeah.
So yeah, force
So
everyone to go electric, go monopolize everything, and then jack up the effing prices.
Welcome to California.
I just want to say unequivocally that I do not believe that there are any companies out there that are purposely buying up utility companies and jacking up the prices. Everything is on the legit, and we should do whatever the government and big corporations say.
Yeah, well, if you follow the news, about 2 years ago at Christmas time, we had a huge blizzard in Buffalo, and we lost 53 people in Buffalo. And
Ben,
it
I
was-
love that you had that just ready to go.
Yeah, that was great. That was
And,
for Sean.
they wanted to go to the electric deal, and I don't know how they're going to do it when we lost. Half the people lost power in the city of Buffalo.
Well, I was just going to say, you can't, when the climate, because we have natural gas in Minnesota too. And I know California, a couple of years ago, did.
I have natural
They
gas
did-
right now, just going on the record.
Don't we all?
Tonight.
But California passed the same law a couple years ago that none of the new builds can have natural gas. And it's like, California, maybe you can get away with that. New York, Minnesota, you cannot get away with that.
No.
Well,
People
you
lose
can't
their
get
electricity.
Their
They'll-
grid, their power grid won't
They'll-
handle it here. That already.
Well,
got
yeah,
outlawed
exactly.
by-
That's
by Trump. It already got outlawed because there's no friggin' way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funniest thing in the world was Gavin Newsom going on TV,
Anything?
the day. Well, there's that, but the day after they passed the it'll all be electric cars by whatever date, and then the next day he did a press
2030.
conference begging people not to charge their cars because
Yeah.
their electricity grid couldn't handle it, and he was wearing a fucking cardigan when he was doing it because he was in a building that had so much air conditioning he had to wear a sweater.
Yeah, rolling brownouts, and this jackass is rolling around the car. Dude, that guy. Oh my gosh, that guy.
These governors, they all look at each other and say, "Here, hold my beer. How stupid can you be?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, people keep voting for these fools. Anyway,
Yeah, we're talking about
what are
bourbon.
you sipping on there? I got my Kirkland. Again, I got my Kirkland.
I realize we're digging down the rabbit hole here, but we really need to go back to nuclear power. It's way
Brian
too-
Vaughn
Yeah.
was just saying we do have nuclear in
Yeah.
Minnesota, which is true. There's a plant not
Yeah.
far from me, like 15 miles from me.
People that are afraid of nuclear power don't understand how unlikely events like, 3 Mile Island, things like that are.
Eric Ellis is exactly right.
These are
Just-
very
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric said that, made that comment too.
yeah. It's just but where it's not going to happen because governments are dumb.
Oh, that too, Jeremiah. Dang, dude. Oh my gosh, these fools.
Jeremiah with the banning the black handguns now.
Yeah.
Seems racist, but you know.
I was gonna say just because they're handguns.
Only occasionally
scary
leaks into
because
the
they're black.
Mississippi. Yeah, that was weird, Brian. Bike riding Brian Vaughn is mentioning something that like there's a couple years ago where there was some like leak into the groundwater in the town that it's in is right on the Mississippi River, and I think like the groundwater made its way. I'm probably butchering this story, Brian. You may remember it a little bit better, but yeah, there was some sort of like leak or something at the nuclear plant, and I found this out through the like national news that popped up on my phone like days afterwards. I'm like, dude, I live 15 miles from this place. Can you not send out a notice? Like, I shouldn't be hearing about this on the news. Like, I'm within the radius here to that this could be a problem. Like, you should probably let us know.
Yep. Yeah, and OG Brick for sure. I mean, like all of our nuclear catastrophes have happened when people just got complacent and very lazy, just didn't do their jobs. So,
Which is inevitable, right? Well, AI is going to run it all anyway. So, I mean, what do you got to worry about?
Oh, the AI. That's going to be a fun one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to use AI today to make a song for my intro tonight. And it was the most frustrating experience of my life.
Dude,
I'm just like,
I
it's
was literally
pissing me
trying to do the
off
same
so
thing.
bad.
I was literally trying to do the same thing. And it was just telling me, yeah, it was just leading me on for like 45 minutes. Yeah, do you want to do this? You want to do this? You want to do this? Yeah. And you could have this fire shining up underneath your logo and it could spin. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Oh, before I do it, would you want to do this too? A little smoke in the background and some sparks coming. Oh, yeah, that sounds great. Oh, yeah, but the final thing, before I do that, would you like it to have mist coming over from like, just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
But then I said, yeah, just do it. He goes, oh, you're absolutely correct. I've been taking too long. I'm like, dude. And then it couldn't even do it. I'm like, you mother fricker. It didn't even have the capability to do it. He goes, then it says, oh yeah, I should have told you that up front. You're right to be angry. I'm like,
It said that to you?
yes. So I was talking to it like it was a person. I'm like, I was using like profanity. It's like, you wasted 30 minutes of my time and you knew you couldn't do that. I was like typing like that. Like, oh, Bobby, I'm sorry. But it does it like this. Oh, Bobby / Bad Axe Bourbon. Because it knows I got a YouTube channel. It was hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was trying to make, because I was like, well, I'm going to get demonetized anyway. But when Sean said last night that his streams got shut down a couple times, I was going to use a copyrighted song for the intro. When I did a bunch of clips, like a montage or whatever. I was going to put a Hank Jr. song.
yeah.
And then I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't do that because I don't want it to taint the stream like right off the bat. And so I went onto AI, looked up like what AI versions, will make a song. Because like Troy's made songs, for Baker
those are,
Drinks,
like,
and they're
apps
really
and
cool.
stuff.
Yeah. So I downloaded this app, and this was user error on my part. But like I was typing in, I want a rock and roll country style song about drinking whiskey with your friends. And then it kept making a song with my prompt as the lyrics. So it generate the song and be like, rock and roll song, drinking whiskey with friends. Like, it was just, and I was just like, no, I don't want you to make the song out of that. I want you to come up with a song. As it turns out, I was just doing it wrong, but
Oh, that's
funny.
You should have just left it and did it.
Yeah.
That'd been hilarious. Rock and roll whiskey song for my
All
right.
live stream.
I think that I've got the, I think that we're probably at the point here we can, oh, now I'm getting an echo again.
Well, the echo has returned.
Oh, big one.
What's happened? Something has changed.
That's what she said.
I think it sounds like a hit.
I think so.
Is that?
Up.
Yeah. What does the echo all of a sudden come from?
I don't even hear the echo.
I mean, nothing changed on my end, so I haven't.
No, me either. I just checked my settings.
Hang on. We'll mute one at a time.
Okay. Well, you have to talk
Okay.
while you're muted, so that way we know. Well,
Bobby's on mute.
okay.
Oh, it's Bobby. No.
There you go.
Are you hearing an echo now?
No. Anybody hearing an echo? We have to talk. Wait a second. No, it's back now.
Yeah, it's on Bobby. It's on yours. We muted
Dude.
you and it went away.
What the heck, dude? I didn't even do anything.
Is that California internet? That's what I'd guess.
It is. It's got to be.
It's Newsom, man.
Yeah, it's always Newsom.
Okay, so what I was
Governor
saying is
Jeans is.
Is it? Are you still hearing the echo?
check one.
Hello.
Nope.
1, 2, 1,
Yeah,
2.
we're good.
All right.
Yeah, we're good now. So I think we're probably at the point here we could maybe get into the raffle. And let me just add this to the bourbon raffle wheel of names. So I've got all the Patreon supporters, and now I've got everybody who either did a Venmo or joined the Patreon tonight. So for the raffle for a Sweet Wheat 1792 Sweet Wheat and a 1792 aged 12 years, let's get into it, folks. Let me boot up the old
Asterisk Pendleton Midnight. Baby bottle. Baby the backpack.
I'm going to be
Brian, you're muted. I don't know if you guys know that. Brian, you guys are muted.
are they muted? Oh, did I think I muted. Can't. Oh, they muted
heard
themselves.
Well, no,
heard that.
you've done it to yourself, Brian. That's what Ben is saying.
Yeah, I can't unmute you, Brian. You muted it on your. It says can't unmute your guest because they chose them to mute themselves.
Okay.
There you go.
I was
There you go.
having,
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Oh man, you were just missing some
Yeah,
awesome
we have some
content
great
right
stuff.
there. Yeah.
We're talking about AI songs and echoes from the bathroom stall, things like that.
Oh,
There you go.
All right.
well, damn it. Okay, so you guys can see the board here. I'm going to shuffle them a bunch of times.
Ben, can you make it larger?
That's what she said.
I hit it.
I don't need to do that. Ben has
Make
the
it a little
button.
bigger.
Again,
I wish I could. I mean, I can make it bigger on my
go.
end, but yeah, but whoever the winner is, it'll pop up and say. So let's get rid of the Sweet Wheat first.
Okay.
So let's get a little. Do we have a drum roll on
Drum
here?
roll.
I
There's
think we
a
got a
drum
drum
roll
roll
on there.
somewhere. Oh, is there really?
There is a drum roll that you can tap on there.
yeah,
Where
wheel
the
of
hell's
names
my-
drum
here we
roll
go.
and if you hit customize,
Yeah, customize.
there you go.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, baby!
For the win of the 1792 Sweet Wheat.
You know
Here
I'm
we
winning
go.
this.
Or
It's in-
steak.
I know, and everybody's gonna say it's rigged.
Yep.
Please. Oh, dang it. I really, really want
Jay Rassett for the win.
I
I really
identify
want
as Jay Rassett.
So, Jay, do you want that or your Pendleton Midnight?
I know Jay. He's gonna want the Sweet Wheat.
The Sweet
I don't know if
Wheat.
he's gonna like it, but if
For
if
street cred.
nothing else, it can round out his collection.
Oh, nice.
Now, Jay, you wouldn't even got in there if a few of us wouldn't have helped you get on it. So
There you go.
Oh shit! Look at this.
Well, then we got to get Bobby.
Ryan Frank is clearly drinking tonight. 'Cause he
Right
says, if
on,
I
man.
actually do win, I will donate $100 to Bobby being a firefighter.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate
And if
this.
I
This is
win
intimate.
$200 for the.
he can't even speak. $200.
And then he says, never mind. Sorry, Bobby.
Listen, I'm laying my life on the freaking
Oh, well.
line every day with these animals.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, she would love it.
All right. Well, since we've got the wheel up, let's get right into the raffle for the 1792 age 12 years. And Jay, we'll just get together and exchange this bottle because I know Jay. He lives in Minnesota here, and He's a friend of mine. He actually came over with a monster sample pack, donated a bottle of Redwood Empire Lost Monarch cast strength, and some banger samples, and a shitload of craft beers. So
Cool.
Nice.
So we'll get together and I'll get you that bottle. He just scored a Jack Daniels, the new Heritage Toasted. Yeah, so he's gonna swing by and see if they've got any more tomorrow. So
Nice.
hopefully, but let's get into the 12 year. So Jay has been removed from the raffle.
That just
Let's
doesn't
get the
sound
drum
right, Ben.
roll. What's that?
Doesn't sound right.
What doesn't sound right? Oh, because I know him. All right, let's get into it for the 12 year.
That sounds my flesh.
It sounds like your flatulence. Yeah.
And almost. Bobby.
Dude,
Almost.
dude.
Dr. Robert.
That would have been so freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh.
It's on your name now.
Almost bike riding Brian Vaughn as well. So close. All right, well, Dr. Robert and Jay Rassett. That's awesome. Congratulations on the bottle wins. Oh, where'd Bobby go?
Lost
right
him.
here.
He needed some privacy in the stall.
Yeah.
Right here.
What does it say? Hit the wheel one more time and I'll... Bike riding Brian's Vaughn, always a bridesmaid.
That's right.
All right, so the Sweet Week goes to Jay. The 12-year goes to Dr. Robert. All right. Well, that's awesome. So, hey, thank you guys, everybody who contributed to the raffle. I pretty much made my money back on that, just about. So I'm happy with that. That's awesome.
Who got the Pendleton?
Bobby, well, you got to go to subscribe to Bad Axe Bourbon and on his next live stream, because I can't be held responsible for anybody drinking that swill.
Actually, my next live stream may be on Sunday or Monday.
There you go.
Because my football
Okay.
team sucks ass. So I'm just gonna live stream instead. Either
Do you have-
Why do I feel like
Bobby-
you're a Raiders fan?
Yes.
Hey,
I'm with you.
the Bills are
Hey,
crapping themselves right now too, man. I don't know.
Gosh. At least we're better than the Titans.
Exactly.
That was for Rick.
Are we going to do the Stag 25A giveaway now?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one for myself. Call me selfish.
Jay Rassett saying that if you want to spin again, he will donate a bottle of 2XO American Oak.
One more spin.
Well,
of
let's
Bill.
see.
All right.
Hold on a second. So I'm sending 2 bottles out. All right. Hey, Jay, if you want to do that for a bottle of 2XO American Oak, let's get into it.
Hashtag ginger.
Wait, what is Ryan Frank saying? One more spin for a bill for Bobby. Ryan Frank, do you want me to spin the wheel to see if you get picked for $100 towards Bobby? And let me know.
It does seem like that is what he's offering. Yes. Hey, cheers, William Hall. How you doing, buddy?
Shoot me a text, Ryan.
I'm just going to address the chat real quick. Eric Ellis, you're always welcome to come over here and try a little GTS or whatever you want, buddy.
Okay. So which one are we doing here? Okay, so now we have a conundrum.
Oh,
So-
a dilemma.
Yeah, so he says I will literally Venmo it to Bobby if I win. Okay. So
Eliminate
I have
everybody
to
but him.
Yeah, there you go. Well, so you should do the bottle giveaway and then eliminate everybody but Ryan.
Yeah.
yeah. So I have to figure out because I have to do 2 separate spins here because if I'm doing it for the American Oak and Ryan Frank's name comes up, then he gets the bottle. Or am I doing it for the spin?
$100.
So I'm just going to say this. Tell you what, if he gets picked on the first spin, he gets the bottle of whiskey and he can do the $100 and then I'll...
There you go.
All right.
I'm rooting for him.
Here we go. So, but this one is This one is also for the bottle of 2XO. So if it's not Ryan Frank, whoever wins this one gets the 2XO. Son of a bitch. Hold on.
Son of a oh.
All right, here we go.
2 hours and 20 minutes later, we get a cuss word.
For the 2XO,
Oh, kind of close, but not going to make it.
Hey,
Mike Belland.
I was the next name 2 times in a row.
True. It's a conspiracy, Bobby.
C-O.
Yeah, that's
conspiracy.
all right. So Ryan Frank, now you got to tell me. Oh, all in one. Okay, so he meant just on this next raffle. Okay, so we'll just do the one raffle. Okay.
Fair enough.
Hey, see how many times I can get second place.
Or
right,
first
hold on.
loser.
Let's see.
Yeah, first
To see if Bobby gets second place. Now watch, Bobby hits it this time.
Oh, not even close this time.
Yeah, not even close.
Dave Renstrom, that's got to hurt.
Yeah.
Keep
One
spinning.
spin away from.
Last one on the wheel.
Yeah. Ryan Frank's saying one more. He's drinking tonight for sure.
Yeah, it's one more.
One more spin. Okay.
Okay, one more, but it's for 200 this time.
Yeah, that's what I think, Ryan. Every time we have to spin the wheel from here out, it goes up $100.
Well, he did say one more 2 times, so
Okay, here's the thing though. And Ryan, I'm saying this because I love you. Do I need to text your wife and let her know what you're up to right now? Just so you,
don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going
There's
to
a
text
buddy.
Sarah and be like, just so you know, he's raffling off hondos on the internet right now. Easy, buddy.
Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Easy. He's sober enough
All right.
for that. Easy.
Wait a minute, Jay, are you saying you want to ship a bottle out again?
What's Jay Rassett saying here? Are we?
I got another bottle if you want to ship it. Another bottle of what? Another bottle of the 2XO. So what was it? 2XO American
Oak.
Yeah, American Oak.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm just going to write this down so I don't forget.
You throw that William LaRue Weller up there, and you got my ears popping.
Oh well, then I'll start dropping some money in Venmo.
I'll do $100 for chat. Hey.
Well, guys, it was
Green
fun.
River.
I gotta go.
Which Green River, Jay? Is it that store pick that you had, or?
Duty calls?
Okay, apparently we're doing
Hey,
it.
Bobby, take it easy.
All right,
man.
Bobby. Cheers, buddy.
See ya.
Cheers, brother.
Thanks.
A regular.
Now watch, he wins on this one.
Bobby has to
Okay.
be present for him to get the 100.
For a bottle of Green River, I'm shipping out so much whiskey now. Okay, this is the last bottle I'm shipping out. I'm eating into my getting my money back for these bottles, but that's fine. If people are willing to donate bottles.
Wait a second. Wait, we can probably fix this, Ben. Hold up. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Let me redrop the thing.
Redrop what?
The Venmo thing. It's not too late. It's not too late, people. You can still get in on this.
Oh yeah, if anybody wants to get in for a bottle of Green River.
That's it. Yeah. Is this not available in all states? I don't know if this is a thing. I have no idea.
I think just to be nice and give someone a free bottle of whiskey.
There you go. Okay, fair enough.
10,000 subs, I'll give a good bottle for you. Is that for me or for me to raffle off? Either way, share this page, people.
What did I do?
Let's get those
I get
subs.
10,000 subs. I'm giving away a GPS.
Screwed it up again. Okay. What I do? I hit.
No, you
something.
got it right that time.
Did I?
Venmo.com. Yeah, that one's right.
It just didn't come up as a link, that's all.
Yeah, so that's what I'm wondering. So I did something wrong. I think there's an extra dot in there. One second. I think I see the issue. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have a link. Yeah, apparently I hit the period button after the S.
So at 10K, Jay will donate some Weller 12.
Give Ben all your money, folks.
I mean, I like
laptop.
the general like mantra of that for sure. Give Ben all your money.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I want to pour next.
Call it, Ben.
I've kind of been all over the board here. Me, you know what? Since Jay's here, I haven't reviewed this yet, but I've already filmed the bottle. Let's get into some of this Redwood Empire cask strength. I actually like this.
Okay.
Which one?
It's the Lost Monarch. It's the one. I think you had said you didn't like this one, Brian.
Well, that is correct. And it was, we put the sample out and tried it blind. So, yeah, we just didn't care for it. And Redwood Empire is another one where I don't need to buy anything. Not that it's bad, but for what I'm getting, I don't want to pay the price.
Who's there?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
All right. I don't see any more Venmos.
Here's Mark.
Wait.
Did you say the dog's in a skid mark?
We don't want more Venmos.
No, I just said I didn't see any new Venmos. So for the bottle of Green River, courtesy of Jay Rassett. Now, wait, before I do this, Ryan Frank said all in one. What does that mean? Are you in for this? Crack that stag, Ben. You know what? I tell you what, I probably should have done that. I poured a very small Redwood Empire. I'll crack the stag after this one.
Which one?
We'll get into it and then
25A?
it's at 25A.
Okay, send that sample over here.
Okay.
No, I'm
I
just
got you.
kidding. It's dropping next week, I think, in Buffalo. We're always late to get stuff.
Yeah, you guys get the stags out there. I actually got this on a fluke. I was just talking to a guy at a liquor store. He's like, yeah, I got some new stuff here in the back if you're interested. And I was like, what do you got?
In Ohio, the Penelope Omega and Stag just dropped, and usually we're like shortly thereafter we get it. So I'm thinking next week rather.
Okay. When you say the Jefferson, are you talking about 100? Because Benjamin Franklin's on the 100. Or are we going 20 here?
I thought you meant Jefferson Reserve or something. Jefferson Ocean. I don't know.
Cast strength.
I know, we are whiskey people. That's what I thought, too, when he was first saying that. I thought it was a Jefferson bottle. So,
Maybe
no,
it's
but I'm
a
saying if it lands on your name, you get the bottle and the money to Bobby? Is that what you're talking about? Okay. All right, let's do it. I'm just saying, if you get in trouble for this, I don't want Sarah calling me tomorrow and be like, what the fuck did you let my husband do last night on your live stream?
I smell something.
No.
Okay, here we go. For a bottle of Green River. I'm going to have to write this down, what everybody's getting.
Joker.
No whammies.
Weeded for 100. Not me. Too big.
Jim Harger. All right.
Oh. Not me. Too big.
Hold on a second here. Where's my earpieces? I got to... Battery's going dead in one earpiece, so I got to... All right. So let me get a picture so I can remember who got what. I don't have to come back and look at the live stream. So Jim Harger... Okay. Then wait, who got the last one? Now I do have to go back and watch this now.
No, you don't, Ben. If you close where it says Jim, there should be a box over the name says results.
Results.
So close where it says Jim.
Okay, I'm going to remove him.
Yep, that works too. It should say results somewhere up above the names. It's like shuffle, sort, and I can't see what the third one says.
Shuffle, sort, add image.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, he's making crap
Yeah.
up.
You've got a different version than I have apparently, because mine says I can always check it back to see who won.
What's this change log thing on the bottom?
Let's see.
That's not it.
Yeah, that ain't it. That's weird.
No.
So Jim Harger's got the Green River. Who got the American Oak 2XL? That's the only one that I don't have.
Was it Dr. Roger or something?
No, Dr. Robert got the 12-year 1792. Jay got the Sweet Wheat. I want to say it was a Patreon sport, so I'll have to go back and look at that.
So I got a question for Eric Ellis in the chat. Eric, I know you're local to Buffalo because I see you in our Facebook group. How did you stumble across Ben? Have you been following Ben's channel for a long time?
I'm willing to bet it was probably a Whiskey 6 thing.
You think so?
Oh, it's probably a good point.
Yeah, could be.
Oh, Mike Belland. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Mike Belland. Okay, let me just write this down real quick. Okay. Yeah, I think Eric Ellis, because I think the first time I started seeing him in the chats was also in the Whiskey 6.
Okay, that's cool.
JLAND. All right, save. Okay, I've got this. This is like the worst way to do this.
Oh. Eric says he
So
found
we're
Ben
gonna
around
hit-
the same time he found you.
Okay.
Let's see, what does it say? I actually
Well-
did find Ben around the same time I found your channel. Okay, nice.
Well, I'm glad you're watching Ben's. I know you don't, watch mine. Oh, I'm just messing with you, Eric. Relax.
Oh, Ryan, it's a different Mike Belland. This Mike Belland is from Wisconsin.
Oh, the Wisconsin one.
Yeah, there's a Mike Belland local to our area. It was before Whiskey 6 though, before I had a small bourbon store in my basement. Nice. Okay, so Jim Harger won the green.
Was this about a small bourbon store?
He's talking about that local store in your town, Sean, that sells terrible picks or whatever.
Oh yeah, they're quite awful. Well, I mean, yeah, I won't get into it again. Not my stream. It's a particular kind of store owned by a particular kind of person that has no real interest in whiskey, but a lot of interest in money.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
we need to bring up the brought to you by BlackRock.
yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, they have somehow managed to pick. They're up to 9 different distilleries, and they all taste like Fireball, and like not even a good Fireball. So
That's so weird. I mean, like, I get that, because I especially kind of learned a little bit more about this from you guys, Brian and Brian and Marianne, because you guys have done picks in the same general area, and I don't know if it was you that told me, or if I think it was Brian and Marianne were kind of saying where you guys would get a store up in Buffalo that would offer you a pick, and you would have like a couple of them weren't very good, so you'd pick, but one of them is, and then a couple days later, that same rep is taking the ones you didn't like and offering them to the store down in Fredonia or down in Brian and Marianne's area.
Yeah, that's what we always do. Yeah.
You know what I can't stand is, like, when we pick a barrel or whatever for a store, and then we're excited about it, and then someone I know is like, "Oh yeah, we tried that one and it sucks." Why do you got to be such an ass to say such a thing? You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
might have thought that, but there's no reason to crap on someone else's stuff. That just aggravates me, that type of ignorance.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. Bisexual Bourbon with Ben, sponsored by BlackRock. I love it. Jeremiah's asking where we're all located. Well, I'm Buffalo, Minnesota. These
We're
guys over
Buffalo,
to
New
my...
York.
Yeah, Buffalo, New York. And then we've got Monticello, Kentucky down here.
That's right. I'm the freest country in America right here.
The freest country in America. I
At least
love it.
on the screen right now, that's for sure.
Well, fun fact, Texas likes to claim that title, but we beat them to full 2A by a full year and a half. So suck it, Texas.
Suck on that, Texas.
Sean, we're
All right,
going to be in Kentucky in November.
21st, 22nd.
Yeah, we're doing a pick at Chicken Cock on the 21st, and we're doing a pick possibly at Larrikin on the 22nd. Are you anywhere near those places?
I know where Chicken Cock is. What's the second one?
Larrikin by Wild Turkey, kind of.
Okay. So if it's, I know where Wild Turkey is. Wild Turkey is about 2.5 hours for me. I'm not terribly far. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to hang out or something, you know,
It'd be fun.
it's for a store. It's not for our channel, you know.
Gotcha. Let me write the dates. What are the dates?
The 21st, we're at Chicken Cock in Bardstown, the Circa, and the 22nd, possibly at Larrikin. Not 100%.
Gotta make sure I got the dates right now. Just writing it down.
And you can email me if you want, Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiasts at gmail.com.
Yeah, those are the dates.
You know, just to hang out or whatever, you know, even being on the pick, even though it's not from my channel, it's, you know, it's always cool to hang out with people.
I mean, if you want a cowboy on the pick, I'm up for it.
What the hell, right? More the merrier.
We were talking in the text chat about doing some sort of a meetup. I know Brian and Marie Ann are going to be in Minnesota next summer. So
Nice.
we'll definitely meet up at some point. But yeah, do like a central area and just like do a big meetup. I was actually kind of thinking, like, I wonder if we could pull off doing like some sort of like an event. You know, like get a bunch of channels together and do like rent a hall or something like that, and just do some sort of, see if we can get any like distilleries to come out and set up and do samples or
That would be
anything
awesome.
like that.
I mean, Ben, we have, I mean, multiple times in Kentucky here, we've just done bottle shares. Like, everybody brings their own stuff. I realize it gets tricky if you're flying, but if you're driving, if you're close enough to drive, you know, people just bring their bottles from their own collection. We just do a giant bottle share, and then everybody gets to try stuff they've never had before. And that ends up usually being way cooler than whatever a distiller would bring, because distilleries just usually bring shelfers, if I'm being honest.
Right.
Sure.
So, yeah. I mean, we've done several meetups here in the Kentucky area, and those were always really, really fun. And like you
So
said,
let me
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, continue. I thought you were done.
I was just going to say, and those can just be like at kind of like a meeting hall at a hotel, or we've done them at big Airbnbs, and we've done them all various different places.
I think like some sort of banquet room at a hotel, so everybody's got a place to crash. You know, if you're tasting whiskey all night, we don't want anybody driving anywhere, and doing something like getting all the channels together, but then getting all the people who watch the channels, because I love getting to meet people who, you know, like people in the chat and stuff. It's just like, oh, you get to actually meet the person in real life and like talk to them, and like that's so much fun. Yeah,
for sure, man. Yeah, I mean, meetups are my favorite part of this community, for sure.
I've never done. Well, I've been to like bottle like tastings and bottle like charity stuff for the Wright County Whiskey Club, and that's always awesome.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
Ryan Frank is saying, shout out your favorite liquor store. Spirits Liquor, Minnesota. Hands down.
mine you'd have a hard time Googling. It's American Spirits, but is that right? I mean, literally, I can walk to it. Where's my phone? Anyway, yeah, it's. I mean, if you look up, I think it's right American Spirits in Monticello, Kentucky. It's a tiny little store. That's my local. They're the only ones that don't overprice things. So.
I bet you get a lot of that in Kentucky, because you guys, everybody thinks Kentucky's the best place to go buy bourbon, but it's probably, you get so much tourism there, like bourbon tourism, that it.
Yeah.
You probably have those museum stores and.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that's what most of them are around here, especially because we're just south of Lake Cumberland. So like all the Ohioans come down here to hang out at the lake, and they don't apparently know what whiskey prices should be, so they will pay the stupid prices. So we're stuck with like Ohio prices. Well, not even really, because Ohio is a controlled state. So
right.
I don't know, but for whatever reason, I guess they're just willing to pay for it because it's on the shelf and available, even though the prices are stupid.
Well, and it's like, hey, I got this in Kentucky, so it makes it better, I guess. All right, per Dave Renstrom's request, I hope he's still in the chat, I did crack the Stag 25A. Haven't reviewed this one yet. I will.
I don't have that one, but I have last year's Stag.
I wasn't like, too enamored with the 24s. They weren't bad, but they weren't like, ooh, making me excited either.
I mean,
Stag is very hard to come by here.
In fairness, Brian, I kind of have always felt that way about Stag. Well, not always, but for many years. I know it goes with my personality of hating, I suppose, but
of hating what?
hating on Buffalo Trace.
I think that's so unjustified, unless you just don't like the whiskey.
No, I mean, honestly, I have felt for a long time that ECBPs have been better than Stags, like just year to year. So,
really, I don't mean unjustified on your part, Sean. Obviously, like the general, like, you know, people that just love to hate on it because it's a cool thing to hate on.
yes,
I enjoy Buffalo Trace.
most people do.
Stag 22A is my favorite. I love the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. I only got 2 bottles of that different. They're both good. I love the straight from the barrel. The Weller products tend to be overrated.
I would love to try a Blanton straight from the barrel. I haven't had one of those yet. There was one. I saw one on the shelf in Barcelona a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But it was euros, but it was still like secondary prices. Other than that, you never really see it. It was like $300 or something like that. And I was like, I'm not gonna pay that much for it. But I'm glad people appreciated the cork pop because I thought that was a baller cork pop too. It was solid.
It was nice.
Man, I'm getting a lot of ethanol on the nose on this. This is actually low proof for Stag. It's a 126.5.
I think what my issue with Stag and Buffalo Trace across the board is I always find the finishes to be lacking. They just don't do the thing that I want them to do, I guess. They're kind of soft on the finish, which is not really my thing. So, yeah, whatever. It's good. It's just, there's other whiskey.
Yeah. Non-bike riding Dave Vogelsang sent me a Stag 18 that was really good. Eric Ellis says he loves that one. 23A was good. I've got 23.
The 18 was my first one. I never had one with a junior label on it.
Nope.
I have one. So my relationship with Stag has been back in 2020 or 2021. I just because I knew the guy at the liquor store, I walked in. He's like, "I got some Stag Junior today," and so I got a Stag back when it was Junior, batch 15, which everybody loved.
Yeah.
It's great. And then that was back in 2020 or 2021. The next bottle I got was from Brian at Bourbon School. Got a bottle of it and, hand delivery. I just paid him for it on Venmo and he hand delivery. And then I found the guy told me about this one. So in the last almost going on 5 years, I've only seen Stag available for purchase 2 times at a normal price.
Okay. In my opinion, from 18 on up, and I haven't had any of 25s, 22A is by far and away the best one out there. That's just my personal preference. I don't know.
So this one, Sean, I don't know if this is power of suggestion, but yeah, there's no finish on this. It's dying off very quickly. It's leaving an ethanol bite, like a burn on the front of my tongue and the top of the roof of my mouth, but on the back end, there's just not much going on there. It's good, but it's not. I'm thinking of this compared to the other ones I've had, and
I find not all. I mean, obviously there are standout batches. Like batch 10 was great of Stag back when it was junior. 15, like you said, been great batch. But outside of those, like most of them, there's just kind of like this general sweetness as a finish, and there's not like a lot else going on. And I find that pretty common in Buffalo Trace products. But it seems to be the profile that they go for, just a very approachable, very drinkable profile rather than something that I would call exciting or different. But that's just my take.
Getting a few more sips into this, it's kind of getting a little more. It's definitely very rich and bold, but this is extremely, it's really dark, but it's kind of tannic and bitter. I don't know what the age is on this, but if you gave me this blind, I would assume that it was kind of like a hyper aged, because I'm getting some very bitter notes out of it. But it is really good. But this is not a whiskey for somebody who's looking for something smooth. That's for damn sure. Even at the high proof, even at the 126.5, this is drinking like 140 proofer.
Interesting. I might actually be into that. They might.
Yeah, I mean it's
So
Yeah.
Look for them.
I have a question for you guys, and I don't think anyone is in a controlled state right here. Right, Minnesota isn't. I know Kentucky isn't.
Nope.
You know, Buffalo's like the Wild West, where you know stores can charge whatever they want. We haven't seen a stag in a long time. I'd like to say that I would like to pay 100 or under, but gun to my head, if I was like, man, I haven't had a stag in a long time, I might do like 120. What's your threshold on a stag? You know, Sean, you're like, shit, I'm not buying that for any price. I know.
No. So maybe I'm probably describing. I don't hate stag. I just think that, well, up until like the last 2 years, I guess, I thought that ECBP was putting out is least as good of a product, if not better, and it was more available and the price was consistent. So I had no reason to chase stag.
Right.
But that said, you
And
know,
you're getting an age statement on ECBP. I mean, even if it's not the 12 anymore, there's still 10 and up, and this is probably what 6-8. I don't know,
yeah.
whatever it's rumored to be.
I think honestly, I'm kind of like where you were at originally. I think 100 is my max on it, and only if like someone was like, "This is a great batch, you should get it." Otherwise, I'm wanting it for retail because I don't think they're that standout. Like, I mean, I have too much whiskey, so
Right.
Blasphemy, Sean.
I am a tater.
I'll tater out a little bit. I'll pay a little bit over. Like, I don't consider paying an extra $30 or something to be secondary prices. Yeah. And I don't mind paying a little extra for something that's rare and hard to find. But like, I won't do the secondary prices. Like, people are charging, $200-$300 for Stag Junior. I won't do that because I legitimately, like, there's a part of me, like, I don't know, I would equate it to being like a cuckold or something. Like, I feel like I'm like bowing down to this person and like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel personally victimized, but like, my pride would never allow me to do that.
Ben, I don't do it for the same reason. Like, as a man, I feel like I'm letting you fuck me. I hate to use just verbiage, but
yeah, it's just like
bending over and taking it.
Well, and the other thing is like I feel like if I go into a store, I remember there's one time I went into this store. It's in Victoria, Minnesota, and many Minnesotans want to check it out. It's called, it's like High Five Liquors or something. It's the only liquor store in Victoria. And they've got allocated stuff behind the shelf all the time, but they charge secondary prices for it. And I went in there one time, and I remember that they had Elijah Craig 18. This is before I had Elijah Craig 18 and realized it was absolutely not worth probably even retail. And I just casually asked, I was like, oh, how much what do you guys charge for the Elijah Craig 18? And the guy he literally started laughing at me. He just started laughing. And I don't know if
rude. If
he was laughing like, oh, hey, that's a really expensive one, whatever. But he was like, he started laughing. He's like, oh, well, I'll check that out. And I had.
Is that like if you're asking you can't afford it kind of laugh? Like, that's kind of what that
seemed like that. It seemed like that.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that maybe there was a little some of that going on, or it was just laughing at how ridiculous the price was and some idiot's going to pay it. But it was like $300 or something. And so I just like, anytime somebody, like I've gone into stores before and the person's like, hey, there's Blanton's. It's like, oh, okay, what do you charge for it? $150. And it's like, I get that there are people out there that are going to pay that, and if you do, that's your prerogative. I'm not.
But they
judging.
ruin it for us.
Yeah, it's like I feel like the person's insulting me. Like I went into a store not that long ago, and I had never been to this town before. I'd never been to this store before, and I walked in. There was this couple, husband and wife, that walked in behind me, and they went up to the counter and. They were like, oh, well, do you have any like bourbons or whatever? I'm over in the bourbon section, but I can hear them. They're like, well, do you have any, they asked, do you have any Buffalo Trace? Because Buffalo Trace you can't get in Minnesota at this point.
Oh.
And the guy's like, no, but we had a Blanton. Somebody just came in and bought it like 10 minutes before you got here. And they're like, oh, how much did you charge for it? And he said something like $150 or whatever. They're like, oh, damn it. You know, like they missed out on that. And I was just like, oh, Jesus, God.
Can you do me a favor?
Humanity.
Yeah.
Eric Ellis posted 2 comments, and I am too lazy to type, so I am just going to respond to his comments.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I don't know if you, but Eric, I assume you're talking about Outlet Liquor on George Urban, and 170 for Michter's Barrel Strength Rye is insane. I do know of a store in the Hood, I think it's Windspear, that has it for 150, which is still high, but not quite as high as that. I mean, I think 140 or 130 would be good for a Michter's Barrel Strength Rye.
Hey, you know what? Here's what's crazy, Brian. That's a good price in Kentucky.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they're
It's also pretty good whiskey, should be noted.
Yeah, it is. It is good.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
when I give it's over 10 or 20 bucks, when you're talking something over 100, I feel cheap, but I don't know.
Ben,
You know,
it's
the
funny
thing
you
is,
remember
like-
about the Blanton story. We went to one store one day, and they had a Blanton's, I think, on the shelf, maybe 100, 125. We went to another store you could literally throw a rock at from across the street in a little gas station. I think you had it for what, 75 bucks? And we still couldn't believe how much they wanted for the Blantons in the other store. And they're like, oh, there's no changing the prices or anything like that. But, enjoy sitting on it for a while.
Yeah.
Well, the sad part is someone will buy it. I had that same experience just like a couple days ago, and I can't remember what the bottle was. Maybe it was the another Elijah Craig 18 or something. But yeah, I went to one store and they had it for 3 times its retail price, and one store just down the road had it for retail. It's just like, but that's the thing. Like I feel like they're fishing. They're just trying to catch somebody, who's gonna pay that price.
When you talk to the owners, they're like, someone's going to pay that price. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
not going to be me.
But what you're essentially saying is, I'm just waiting until I can rip somebody off who doesn't know any better. And those people that were asking, that were all bummed out that they didn't get to pay $150 for Blantons, they walked out with the Basil Haydens.
You know what bothers me is I'll go in, I know my shit. I'm going in there. I'm telling them what MSRP is. I'm telling them what other people got it for. And then they'll go on their damn phone and they'll look at it. And I'm like, dude, those are secondary prices. Those are like if I bought it and flipped it. You're a retailer. You don't sell stuff for that. That's not right. And they don't get it.
Yeah. Hey, while we're talking about expensive bottles, this was not expensive. I paid $80 for it. Now, granted, should be noted, this is a pick that I was on, so I guess you can't buy it anymore, so it's not like I'm promoting it for that reason. But
sure,
if folks are not familiar with Backbone, which you should be, but if you're not for some reason, you guys should check them out. Especially their picks are just great stuff.
I actually got one from the Party Source, one of their picks.
Yeah, granted, it does depend on who's picking it, like anything else. But Nolan,
Sean, from what I understand, and correct me wrong, I'm sorry to interrupt, but correct me if I'm wrong, aren't the old Dragon Bones, isn't that from Backbone?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's Canadian.
No, they source it, but I think old Dragon Bones. I think Old Bones.
Oh well, yeah, okay, yeah, so, yeah, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, so
is the one that you have, is that their own distillate?
Okay, so Nolan sources from a variety of places. I guess that's why I said no in my head, because I just like anything Canadian just doesn't count. But no, so this is all MGP, but right. But so this bottle is wild. I don't know if it says all the things on here. It doesn't. But so this is like a blend of like 5 different finishes that Nolan did. And I remember, we were like, I'm sorry, I'm tangenting here, but
no, go ahead.
So we'd already done a rye flight, which was 6, and then we were on. So this was our 11th thing that we had tried. And as soon as I tried, I was like, "This is it. We got to get this." Also should be noted, I'm usually the first one to take the sip in the group because I'm just quick to get into the whiskey.
Sure.
So like Ben's sitting right beside me, Ben, and he was still on like glass 3. And I was like, dude, you got to try 5. And so he tries 5. He's like, yeah, that's freaking incredible. He used different words, but
So that's a blend of a bunch of finished whiskeys or a bunch of barrels that weren't picked?
a bunch of different finished MGP cast strength whiskeys. I mean,
what kind of finishes does it say on the bottle?
That's the thing. I was hoping that it did, but it does not.
I think it legally has to. If it, you mean like finished in like wine barrels and shit, or
yeah, like this is a pick though. So like, I think that's how he gets around it. But so this is the fusion, the bourbon fusion, and so the youngest, because there is some younger stuff. The youngest is 80 months, but then there's other stuff in here that's like 12 years
80
old.
months. How make me do fucking math? It's like people when they have their kid and they're like, my kid's 73 months old. It's like, just tell me what grade the little fucker's in, you know?
I had this same contention with Nolan when we were doing this because we're all drunk and he's telling us how old things are in months. I'm like, Nolan, give me years. I'm not going to do math right now.
That is 6.66 years old.
Oh,
80 months.
That's pretty demonic.
Yeah. That's the youngest stuff in this. The oldest stuff in this is 12. So,
dude, when shit is over 6 years old and you're referring to it in months.
yeah, I don't know why Nolan is just stubborn. He is a foreigner, should be noted.
Well, that's fine. They use the metric system or some shit, but don't tell me like
So Ben,
80 months.
What two whole numbers is that? Oh no.
What's that?
Between what two whole numbers is that?
All right, you have to remind me what a whole number is again.
6, 7, 6, 7.
Yes. Wait, is this some kind of inside joke that I'm missing?
Oh my God! I teach 7th grade math, and that's the whole.
I was
thing.
gonna say Brian's a math teacher.
Day.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, is this a TikTok thing? I don't know about TikTok.
Yes, and it drives me nuts. It makes no sense.
What is the 6-7 thing? 6-7, a whole number? What?
My kids are so stupid. I googled it. It's like 6, 7 means you're just above average. So when you're going 6, 7, I'm like, you're saying, oh, I'm just a little better than you. But all they do is watch it, and they see someone doing 6, 7, and that's
I mean,
well, wait, is 7 a whole number?
The actual.
I'm gonna have to. Oh no! I'm throw punching you.
Here's what's crazy is like the actual origin of the 6-7 thing comes from a rap song that's talking about drugs. So, I mean, like that the first usage of the term. But anyway, besides the point.
Ben,
I don't understand things anymore.
That question is 7 a whole number?
What?
Wait, you're the math teacher. I don't know.
I want to know if you passed 1st grade.
Yeah, 7 is a whole number. Yeah.
I can't remember what the definition of a whole number is. I haven't had to do math since literally like 10th grade.
And fun fact, 6.666 infinitely repeating is actually 6 2/3.
Yes, it is.
No.
So wait, what's the definition of a whole number again?
A whole number
fraction
is the same as the natural numbers, but zeros included. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No,
so anything's a whole number without a decimal point after it?
Pretty much. That's going to help.
6.7 or 6.1 or any decimal place would not be a whole number.
Okay.
Or like 6.
I was thinking it was like 6 is divisible by 3 or 9 is divisible by 3 times. I thought that was a whole number.
No.
You're terrifying me with this Minnesota math.
Fun fact.
No, this is legitimately just fucking idiot math. Like I hated math so much, I took the bare minimum, barely passed it, and I never did math again.
Okay, it's all downhill after Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. Well, so fun fact,
I was already out of school at that point.
Before I wasted my youth on drugs and women, I was actually in the top 2 percentile in all of Florida in the SATs in math. And then I wasted my youth doing stupid things. But oh well. Well, life is life.
Hey,
wait a minute. Okay, so let's tip the scales here. Math in one hand, drugs and women on the other.
That's
I don't know, man. I think you might have made the right call.
I mean, I know that if I would have stuck with my math prowess, it probably would have done me some favors at this point in my life. But whatever.
I mean, they both have problems. There's math problems and drug problems.
And women problems.
What is it?
And
I
women
got-
problems. You
I
just
got
chose a
99
different set of problems.
Yeah.
And the bitch ain't one.
Bitch ain't one.
In fairness, it did make me very good at measuring out drugs. So there's that.
There you go. See? So you took your applied knowledge, you put it to use, and you used it on drugs and women.
I never got ripped off in a single deal. Thank you, Matt.
So,
That's the dream right there.
I did do a math video once where I took the
Right.
mash bills and they told me it was a blend. They had this mash bill, and then they said the percent of this whiskey was this, the percent is this. So I went and calculated the actual mash bill of the whiskey. I thought it would be fun to do bourbon and math, but maybe not so much.
Well, Brian, I made this comment last night, actually. We were talking about, the stupidity of Americans. And it is shocking the number of, grown adults that cannot do basic math. It blows me away all the time.
I can do basic math. I just forgot about. I don't remember the terminology of any of this stuff.
I mean, so Ben, you said last night, the people that can't give you change, or was it Bobby? I can't remember who said it, but
Bobby said that. I said the people who can't go anywhere without a GPS, which
Yeah.
I get. If you're in an unfamiliar area, GPS is great. But places they've been 15 times and still can't get there without a GPS.
We rented a car in Iceland and we had some bootleg GPS, right? That came with the car and it malfunctioned. We were hours out of the way. We were on roads in Iraq, and oddly enough, we ran into someone, and they're like, "Oh no, it's the other way," and I'm like, "Holy shit!" We actually got a flat tire in Iceland. I had to change a flat tire. You know how long it's been since I had to change a tire?
See, that I could do just fine.
I didn't have to do
No,
it.
I'm with you because we were in Europe a couple of weeks ago and just trying to find your way around. Like we were in Rome for a couple of days, and I've been to Rome before, and I was there before smartphones, and I don't know how the hell we got around because it's a fucking lawless wasteland. It's a beautiful place. I don't mean wasteland in a bad way. It's a fantastic city, but it's just you come to an intersection and it branches off in 8 different ways. And some of those streets are a block long, and then it branches off in 8 more different ways. And it's some of them are is this even a street? It's a sidewalk. There's some people dining on the sidewalk, and then there's a car 3 inches from them. It's just, it's so wild. And you can't tell where anything is without, even on my GPS where I could see exactly where I was, we would get to an intersection. It's I can't tell which street it's telling me to go down. It's one of these 3 that all kind of branch from the same spot. And yes, I mean, in that regard, it's a godsend, but eating chocolate malt balls in a grain elevator. What?
I
I
thought it said
don't
groin.
know what Jeremiah's doing, but it sounds pretty awesome.
I thought it said groin elevator. My eyes are getting blurry.
So
Also, is Jeremiah Ben's twin? What is going on right now? I feel like if you take the glass, if you take the glasses off, I feel like we've got a 1-to-1 going on here.
Let me see. Is he a ginger? I don't know.
It's hard to tell because of the small picture, but it looks like maybe.
He does look a little bit like me. I could probably replicate that picture. He looks like he's a little more in shape than me.
Well, I wasn't going to try to call you out here, Ben.
I was waiting for that.
It's pretty obvious. He's got the pipes going on.
Ben, when we were in Italy, we were on the thruway or whatever you want to call it, and we must have went down where you have to have a special pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't have this special pass. So
For
then-
tolls?
Yeah. And we're home in the States, and we get a friggin' ticket.
Oh, you get a bill.
Yeah, from Italy. And I'm like, I'm not paying this.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
And I keep on getting them for years. So I'm like, I guess I'm just not going to freaking Italy ever again.
Yeah.
I don't
Problems.
know.
So 2 things. I get that every time I go to Florida, because every time I go to Florida, they tell me to get this Sun Pass thing, and I get it, and then I still get a fucking bill every single time.
I know all
still.
about this. It's a damn scam, and is what it is. I know all about it.
I have no idea at this point what it even is. I thought it was the thing you put in there, it scans you, you go through the tolls, you don't get charged because you paid the rental car company for it. Every time I go to Florida, I get a bill afterwards. I had a friend of mine. Oh, go ahead, Sean.
So here's the
because
thing.
I'll take some information on this.
So you get you're talking about the little sticker, right? They've updated the sticker now. You just put on your.
Yeah, it used to be like a little device or something, I think.
Okay, so you had the thing that had the two little like suction cups that went to your windshield. You had that situation going on?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, about 3 inches long. Yeah, anyway. Maybe that's what she said. Anyway, so.
I thought that thing was 12 inches long, brother.
Looks big to me.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's 12, right?
I mean, this used to happen when we lived there. Is that their scanning devices just sometimes just don't pick up your Sun Pass, and then you just then you get charged for it, which is completely their fault, but they don't care. Yeah, so
yeah, it's and so now I'm at the point where I don't bother getting it. It's like, you're gonna send me a fucking bill anyway. I'll just drive wherever I want and just bill me.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I guess you know.
Or just like put a bunch of duct tape over your license plate, then they can't charge you.
Yeah, there's that too.
I don't know.
So I have a friend
right now. I'm picturing Brian showing up at an airport in Italy with a bunch of meter maids waiting to arrest him because he's got an unpaid speeding ticket or fine for a toll.
It's like Brian shows up and somebody's like, "Call the government. We finally got him."
Exactly.
The man who's eluded us for so many. He'll go there like 20 years from now, like, it's probably fine. They've probably forgotten about it. And the second he gets there,
has arrived.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Made outfit, with a little goofy hat, a little ticket book.
Just be the demise of Brian.
So
I have
they won't know what he won't know what they're saying. They're going to be all like bobbity boopy or whatever they do in it.
Boopity boppity boopity boppity. So I have a friend who went over. A bunch of them went over to Europe a couple of years ago, and so one of my friends, her daughter is in the military, and so she's serving. She's stationed over in somewhere in Netherlands, and so they went over there, and so of course they have a car because they live there, and so half of the group rode with her, and then they rented a car, and half of them rode with my friend. And she is just a lead foot to the core. She drives 90 miles an hour on every road she goes on.
Nice.
And it turns out, this time she was actually following the other car. And it turns out the other person was driving fast too. And they have all these traffic cameras over there. And for whatever reason, they must have known that it was a rental car, because the person who lived there, their car didn't really get messed with on the traffic cams, and she was following them. But she got all these tickets in the mail because she had rented the car, so it was in her name, so she had like an address and everything. So when she got back to America, I think she got like 16 speeding tickets. And at first she was paying them because it would show up like once a week. Like, here's another $20 or here's another whatever. And they weren't terribly expensive, I don't think. But it got to the point where she's just like, fuck it, I'm just not going to Netherlands anymore. So she just quit paying them. She's like, I'm just not going to go back there anymore. I just won't go there. So I guess I didn't have to include the fact that she was a lead foot, but it turns out she was a lead foot following a lead foot.
Yeah, I would not do well in Europe. I mean, I feel like speeding and going over the speed limit is like the most American thing you can do. But the rest of the world frowns on that, so.
No, oh God, no, the driving over in Europe is fucking bonkers. It's insane. Not even like the speeding thing, but just like you get into the, like, I would not drive in a European city if you held a gun to my head. I just just shoot me and get over with it.
Well, what you mean is just them not caring about that there's a vehicle beside them. Yes.
Yeah, there's no traffic laws. There's no nothing. They lane split on mopeds on two-way traffic. So it's not even like a freeway where all the cars are like a normal road. One car is coming this way, one car is going that way. They lane split in opposite directions during that at full speed. It's crazy. It's just absolutely insane. I've just never seen crazier driving.
You got to be a brave person to be driving a moped then.
I like Ryan Frank's.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't know if you saw that, Ben. He's talking about how congratulations on 5,000 subscribers. He said, how big of a room do you think you need for that many people? He thinks the last Aaron Lewis concert he went to was 2,000 people. So there's something to be said for you, man. More than Aaron Lewis.
Yeah, there
Well,
you go.
that's actually that's a pretty cool way of describing it, I guess. I mean, now if my videos could get more than 100 views, that would be nice.
You know, buddy, I mean, honestly, that's why I had to congratulate you multiple times, because I know what the slog is, because that's why I stopped, because all of the effort to get 100 views, I don't know, man. Hats off to you guys still doing it.
I've kind of gotten it down to a bit of a science where, like, the editing, like every video takes me maybe a half hour. And the only reason it takes me a half hour is now that it's just me. And I thought about making a short about this, saying, hey, here's why you should subscribe to my whiskey channel, is I play the entire video through and I edit out every swallowing sound. Any swallowing or mouth noises, I edit them out.
Right.
So that's my pitch. Like, come to my channel and you don't have to hear, like, you know.
You know,
And that's only because when I listen to myself when I'm editing the video, it drives me crazy. And so I edit that out. But, like, I can get a video done in a half hour, and I actually enjoy filming them because I enjoy, like, tasting the whiskey, and it gives me something to do. I'm a person that likes to tinker with stuff and kind of be creative and whatever, and this kind of gives me a little bit of an outlet for that.
I mean, to your point, Ben, the filming is great. That's the best part, for sure. But then the editing and making the thumbnails, I would rather hang myself. So,
But those
And
sounds
you used
belong
to-
on
you
OnlyFans.
There's what?
Those sounds that you were talking about, you edit out. Those things probably belong on OnlyFans or X Hamster or something like that.
Well, that was going to be the thing that I swear to God, this is actually what I was going to say in this video, because I was going to make it short. It's like, come to my channel because you don't have to hear swallowing sounds. If you want to hear swallowing sounds, there are places on the internet for you. It's just not on this channel.
well, you know what's funny, Ben, is I always did the same thing. As soon as, like, I took the sip, I would skip to where I was done swallowing the whiskey and was talking again. And people would give me, like, how come you don't show while you're swallowing the whiskey? Like, why would you want to watch me swallow whiskey?
Yeah,
Like,
pervert.
I mean, because, like, I always move it around in my mouth and kind of chew on it and, like, think about it for a little bit. So it's not, like, quick. Like, why would you want to see that? But then, like, people were, like, giving me shit in the comments for not leaving it in. It's a strange.
I mean, even 5 or 10 seconds of dead air, that's
Yeah.
an eternity.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a
So
long time.
What I do when mine, and Brian, you're aware because you brought this up when we were on the live stream together. I have the pelvic thrusting like, comment, subscribe thing. So whenever I take my first sip of the whiskey, when I'm tasting it, that's when the subscribe thing comes up, and it's me doing the thing. You know, you guys have seen it, right?
Yeah.
And so what I do now that it's just me, and you can notice this now if you watch my videos from now on, you can pick this out. I take the sip. I just sit there for a second, and I will sit still for as long as it takes for me to kind of figure it out a little bit. So that way I can edit that portion down to the exact length of the like, comment, subscribe thing.
There you go.
And so I don't get it perfect every time. So if you look closely at the end of the like, comment, subscribe thing, you might see a little jump cut. And that's because, like, I'll take the sip and I'll sit there, and then every time I sip the whiskey after that, I do a cutaway, like you were saying.
Yeah. Yeah, but I always thought that was, I mean, because I got multiple of those comments. I always thought that was very strange. Like, people that want to watch you swallow whiskey.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, why do you want to listen to that shit? It's disgusting.
I mean, I don't mind negative comments if it's like corrective criticism, but if it's just to be an ass and, you know, just be hurtful or whatever, you know, like,
It's the internet,
that's a
so
whole
yeah.
lot.
I haven't had too much of that, but I mean, everybody gets a little bit of it.
Once
you
in a
know.
while, like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the random, you know, like with mine, like the negative comments that I've gotten, and I can't think of them offhand because, like, for the most part, everybody's like super nice and super cool.
Right.
But like, there's been a bunch of them that just didn't make any sense. It's like if you just came on here and it's like, I don't like this guy's face, he's a moron and he sucks at doing this. Fair enough. I mean, you're making some decent points there. But like some of them come on here and it's like you clearly didn't watch the video, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you're just,
Right. Yeah, I mean,
we had that in the reading negative comments live stream that one night.
That's what I was about to mention. And so I shared mine that night, and I guess the person did not agree with my review. So
yeah.
And they were like, said something. It was something roughly. I can't remember the exact wording, but it was something roughly like, "Oh, you don't like this? I bet you love the taste of semen." I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, what did I do to you? Like this? You're taking this really personal. Like you didn't.
I think I remember that because that was on my live stream, and you sent me that, and you're like, "Hey, can I talk about this?" I was like, "Yeah, go ahead."
Yeah.
I think the comment was something like, "You can't taste the whiskey because of all the jizz on your tongue." Or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. There you go. I was like,
damn, man, is like way to go, freaking off the rails there. It seems uncalled for as hell.
Just like, why are you so offended by this? I don't understand. Yeah. People.
So Ben, one of my favorites was when you jumped in when someone was giving me shit because I was like zooming in. I would cut and zoom in, and they're like,
"Oh yeah."
They're like, "Well, why don't you just get like 2 more cameras and this and that and the other thing?"
Oh yeah.
And you're like, "Why don't you join his Patreon and so we can, I don't know what you said, but
you can buy a couple
I remember that the guy was I remember I was in bed for a couple days because I had COVID after going on vacation. I was catching up on some whiskey tube, and I saw that. And by the way, I had written a much more rude and mean comment, and I got it out, and I sat for a couple seconds, like, you know what, I'm going to delete this, but I'm going to say the same thing, but a little snarky. But yeah, it was basically, he was like, he said something about, I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about, because you guys don't. He was saying something about like you need to just buy another camera to.
And he's like, you should get more cameras, or.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Like you were cropping in or something, and he said you should just get another camera. And so I commented something. I was like, well, here's a link to their Patreon account. You can start contributing so they can buy the other cameras, so you don't have to deal with whatever. It was snarky and it was condescending as hell, which is how I meant it. But that was the nicer version. I was much more rude in the original version. It's like, why don't you fucking pony up, send them some money if you're so concerned about it?
Well, you don't get those that often, but when you get them, they kind of stick with you,
I mean, this isn't a Hollywood set here. We don't have like 10 cameras running at once.
I mean,
and then the other thing is like, I'm sorry that the free content you're watching is not up to par. If you don't like it, fuck off. Like it's that simple. Like fuck off. Like
the application you're on is free. The video you're watching is free. You've done nothing. So yeah. Like,
I'm sorry. I'll get right on that. I'll go buy another however many $100 camera or whatever to go out, and so you don't have to deal. So you in particular, who probably has never watched another video and is commenting for the first time. The other one I love that I get is the people are like, you guys only do this because, you can write the whiskey off as a tax write-off. You guys buy these bottles and then you review them online and then you get all your whiskey for free and this and that. It's like, okay, well, if that's the case, then why aren't you doing that? Then you do that, like, it's like, I don't get my whiskey for free. Now, there have been a couple of years when I've written off a lot of like travel and stuff because I filmed content on there where it's benefited me, but it's a break even at best.
Yeah.
And you can only do that for a couple of years. And after that, it's a massive net loss. But it's like, I said this in one of the on Patreon. I do a thing called comment section where I'll post like comments, good, bad, or ugly, whatever, and just kind of talk about the comments and respond to them. And I was just like, well, if it's that easy, then just do it. Create a channel today, put up one video tomorrow, and write off all the rest of your whiskey for the rear.
Yep.
Anybody can do that. If it's that simple, go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Like, I don't get much in from Patreon or Super Chats, whatever. But then there was a point where, like, if you earn $600, all of a sudden the IRS is, like, taking shit from you. So then I'm like, whoa, what the hell?
Well,
You know, I am actually going to save my receipts and you know, screw it. I mean, if they're going to, you know, tap my ass for $600 or whatever,
I haven't had that. I've had, so like the most I've ever made in a year on like Patreon is like, I make like between 100 and 120 bucks a month on Patreon. So, you know, I mean, you're talking, you know, 1,200 bucks
right?
for the year. A year in YouTube is maybe 800 bucks. And even with both of those, like when I've put that into my TurboTax thing, because I do it myself, it says something like you didn't make enough to have to do anything with this.
I know,
but I can
gotta
still
fill out
write
a
off
tax
stuff.
form. It irks me.
Yeah.
well, I mean, so
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So I'm pretty good friends with a tax buddy. Well, I mean, I should say he's my brother-in-law. That's probably the better way to word it.
Chances are he's probably not watching this, but yeah, you should clean that shit up.
Yeah, there's zero chance he's watching this. He does like functional things in life. But anyway, so the rough numbers are you can write off 70% of every bottle that you review for 2 years until you are showing a profit to the IRS, because you can claim it as a hobby for 2 years. And after the 2-year mark, you have to show the IRS a profit margin. And if you're not profitable, then you basically have to stop claiming stuff. So at least
What do you mean profitable? Like profitable beyond what you spent, or profitable just in the sense that
So in
I
other
made
words-
$500?
So in other words, you have to make more than you're spending. You can't
Yeah.
be writing off more than you're spending.
Yeah, I think I'm at
So,
that limit now. I think in Minnesota it's 3 years, and I think that
Yeah, so that Kentucky is 2. So yeah, so anyway,
So then I just wouldn't claim everything, and I would just, if I'm pulling in 1,000, I would say, okay, I spent 900. I don't know. I would just lie. I don't know.
and Ben, honestly, that's another reason why I stopped doing the channel, because I was like, well, I can't keep writing this
Yeah.
off. So
got your couple years, and yeah.
I mean,
There was a couple years when I was writing stuff off, you know, because I don't know if I can do it this year. I might have hit my limit on years. Every vacation we went on, I filmed content. I wrote the vacation off.
yeah.
You know, there's one video that my wife is on. There's a reason for that. We were on vacation. She reviewed a Bud Light.
There you go. Yeah, I wrote off like traveling to like bottle shares and stuff because it was whiskey content, and I would like take some pictures.
Yeah,
and put it
100%.
on my Patreon, because then it's content. Yeah. Why
Eric
not?
Ellis is asking how the Sutton is. It's good. It was a little weird to go from Stag Junior. It'll always be Stag Junior to me. From Stag Junior to it. It tasted a little weird after that, the first sip, but it's not bad. It's got its own flavor profile, but it's pretty good. Let's see here. Right. One of the things for sure that is great to see real down to earth people, not only tonight, anytime when you guys get together, speak truth without being harmful to the masses. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Ryan Frank was still in the chat. He said he was heading out, but
I love it.
He's still there.
That's the whiskey tube spirit right there. Saying you're checking out and then still hanging out for another half hour, 45 minutes. I love it, Ryan.
Yeah, he's getting a text message from me tomorrow asking how he's feeling. That's awesome. He's a good dude. I love that dude.
How many people we got here? I can't. I got to look on my phone. How many?
I think there's 15 left,
Okay.
which is not
Okay,
bad
wait.
for 3.5 hours or 3 hours
Raise
and
your
40
hand if
minutes
you're
into the
still here.
stream.
Well, also it's a Friday night. There's a lot of streams going, and it's 11:30 Eastern. So yeah, that's pretty good numbers for this time of night.
I got too tired to leave. Ryan Frank says he's still here. That's awesome.
Nice. I like it.
But no, we had there was I think, in the 40s, which is pretty good for my channel. Zane, new to the chat. I don't know if you're new to the channel, but I haven't seen Zane in the chat before, so welcome. What are your 3 favorite liquor stores in Minnesota? So, favorite liquor store, Spirits Liquor in Melrose, Minnesota. Out of the way if you're in the metro area, but definitely worth the drive. I would say there's a couple of Hy-Vee locations that I really like. and then there's some Coburn's locations. I generally like Coburn's and Cashwise. Coburn's and Cashwise are owned by the same company, and I generally like Hy-Vee stores.
Has Hy-Vee gotten better with their picks? I've not had a recent one.
So Hy-Vee up here, like the reason I like a couple stores in particular is there was a dude that was the manager at the one down in a town called Shakopee in Minnesota, and he had some really good picks, and so they would share those picks amongst the different Hy-Vee locations.
Yeah,
and so I've always had good luck with
Safe one.
with picks. Oh, and Zane even just said Hy-Vee, Shakopee, yeah. And so there was a dude down there that worked down there. His name was Denali. I don't think he's there anymore because I haven't seen him in a while. But they still got good management. So they've always had good picks. Coburn's usually has good picks. But I know like there's some standard ones downtown, like 1010 Washington is a good one for picks. But I just don't get to downtown Minneapolis very often just because it's a pain in the ass. Marshall Liquor is great. I tend to bourbon hunt on the West Metro, so I love going to Liquor Boy in St. Louis Park is great. The Costco right by Liquor Boy in St. Louis Park is really good for bourbon, but it's a clusterfuck. Oh, Denali is at Hy-Vee in Maple Grove. Awesome. Okay, well, I'll definitely stop in there then and say hi to him for sure. I haven't seen him in quite a while now. And then Haskell's usually has some good stuff, and the Haskell's in Minnetonka is pretty good, so... For the Minnesota folks out there, I would say avoid the Marshall Minnesota liquor store. Even for Minnesota, they're very high price, really nice store and great selection, but high prices. Yeah, that area in St. Louis Park is gigantic. Yeah, it is. It's a clusterfuck of biblical proportions. Liquor Boy is awesome. I lived across the street for many years. If I lived across the street from Liquor Boy, I'd go broke. So yeah, we've got some folks still in here, but I think it probably is about time to hang it up, I suppose. We're at the 3.5 hour mark here, so
okay.
Luckily my daughter did not go into labor tonight, so that's awesome.
But what would you
I'm
say,
kind of
like 3 weeks out, something like that?
Yeah, so she's due on November 6th, and that'll be our second granddaughter.
Okay, so
she's having a little girl again, so but when so now from now on I was kind of thinking like this will be my last live stream where I'm like kind of actively drinking because we're kind of on baby watch because we're so my granddaughter my existing granddaughter, her name is Maeve, she's almost 2 years old, and so when my daughter goes in to have the next baby, Maeve is going to come stay with us for the nights that she's in the hospital, so kind of on baby watch a little bit so we can do the baby, or actually she's going to come over to our house during the day, but we're going to go spend the night at their house at night so she can stay in her own bed and stuff. So we're kind of on baby watch here, which is very exciting because being a grandpa is my favorite thing in the entire world. So
there you go.
Ben's baby watch.
What's that?
Ben's baby watch.
Yeah. So I'm on baby watch from here on out. So the next times you guys see me on a live stream or whatever, I may be keeping it a little more under wraps, not getting into the cast strength bangers quite as much. So
you probably don't mix the Ben's baby watch with the Ben's bisexual stream thing that we.
Yeah, those are two very different streams, but each one of them has their place.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, well, Ben, congrats again, man. Congrats on 5K. I know it took a lot of work.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been a lot of work, and doing all the cross-channel stuff like this and promoting each other and being guests on each other's live streams, that wasn't really as much of a thing when we first got into the game, and that's my favorite part of this now. So I love the fact that we're all doing this and doing the Whiskey Six thing and having Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiasts on there. You guys have had me on as a guest. I've had you guys on as a guest. And just the cross-pollination between channels and kind of, the rising tide lifting all boats is a great thing. It's my favorite thing about this whole Whiskey Tube thing. So cheers to you guys for all that. So thank you guys very much. And for those of you that are still left in the chat that hung out for 3.5 hours, the ride or dies. You know, it's always a lot of times it's the same names you see that just keep showing up every time and being supportive and stuff. And the new people showing up, that's just awesome. So yeah, thank you guys very, very much.
Ben, I'm going to throw this out there. If we get $100 in super chats, all 4 of us are going to go topless on this live stream. If we can do that in the next 5
Okay.
Apparently, Brian has drank more than I have.
Oh God! I want to know who the
well, hold on. Before do I?
Right now.
I would say
before I agree to this, how are we divvying up the $100? Because YouTube's going to take 30%, and if somebody does this from an iPhone,
it's got to be Venmo. We're not doing this for 7.
Yeah, it has to be a Venmo. And are we going like, you know? You're the math teacher, 3333 repeating.
And you can keep it all.
Here we go.
Well,
I guess if it's for a good cause, I can unbutton a few buttons, I suppose.
Okay.
I love. Okay, look at this. Hold on.
50. All right.
Congratulations, Ben. Glad you're chugging along with us. Here's another 5K. Cheers, Eric. I appreciate that. He says, "Geez, Brian." Myron is still here?
Yeah, Myron, you may get to see us all shirtless soon. I'm sure a thing that you definitely did not want to happen.
You know what? If Myron comes on, he might be the one that pushes up to 100.
There is zero chance Myron is coming on for this stupidity. There's
yeah, you never know. Zane says, check out Brinky's Liquor in Richmond. I have been to Brinky's a number of times. I used to go to Richmond a lot. I don't go there anymore. I don't have the need to go there anymore. I used to go there for work. But yeah, that's a great store as well, for sure.
I'm thinking about having internet problems right now. I think my internet's going out.
Ben already said no to super chats. Sounds like Brian wants to do it 100 super chats or not. I was just going to say, Bourbon Drop, Myron says I'm out. I was going to say, be careful because Ryan Frank is in the chat and he's only drank more at this point. But he says, no, he says, my $100 bill from earlier will not be a part of the topless show.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank God.
Yeah.
I thought if we were going to get one, it would be, hold on a second.
Ryan's going to put in
Hold on.
250 instead.
Wait
a minute. This just in.
We have a notification.
An anonymous person has donated 1/3 of $100, so 33.333 repeating, respectively, for just Brian to go topless. That's what it says in the chat. So I don't know, Brian. Let's see it. Hold on. Can we get some?
You send me that. No. You send me that.
There you go. For the math team.
Oh no! Here we go. We're gonna show little people.
There we go. I was gonna try to come up with some stripper music or something.
There we go. Oh boy.
Okay. You know, one way to raise money for sure is we all go topless, and then every super chat gets us to put clothes back on. That would.
Either that or Ben loses 5,000 subscribers.
That is actually a great idea. You start out nude and like every super chat you put more clothes on. I actually saw a meme one time and it said, I'm so broke I'm going to start charging for dick pics. It's $5 to get a dick pic and $10 to not get one. So I'm going to start charging my friends.
You're going to be doing like the opposite of strip poker here, basically.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So well, I don't think we raised the $100 to go topless, but you know what? Maybe for a future live stream. I think if we're gonna do that, we got to promote it ahead of time. You know, so
yeah, maybe we'll do that on our live stream. I don't know.
Yeah, you do it on yours and let me know how it goes. But we're gonna end this one tonight. Cheers, everybody! Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for being part of the 5,000, and thank you guys for joining and making this less of an awkward, me just rambling by myself. So
good times.
All right.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers, everybody. Have a good night.